Oh my god, that was scary. I didn't know he
Fuck
talks.
you!
Well, I will swiftly not mute Craig, but simply turn him down to 0%.
Craig jump scare.
When I was first introduced to Craig, the DM of that game would literally just be like, everybody say hi, Craig, and then Craig would join the first. Everyone would be like, hi, Craig, and I'd just be like, fuck you, Craig.
What did he ever do to you?
I don't know. The first time I heard the voice, it really creeped me out.
You weren't a fan of him?
From that point forward, we just had bad juju.
Oh, you guys don't vibe?
You
No,
started
not
your
like-
own problem.
No, we vibe. It's just like, you know, when you get negative energy from someone and they've literally done nothing to you, like they've given you no reason to like feel uncomfortable, and yet somehow you just do.
Yeah, you start your
That's
own
Craig.
problems.
That's Craig. Also my mom's boyfriend, but that's like a whole separate issue.
I don't know who Craig is. There's only Listening Boy.
Listening boy.
Oh, Craig sent me a DM.
There's Listening Boy, Dice Boy, Music Boy 2099, and Music Boy Morales. And that's it.
Interesting. Okay, so Craig can record for up to 6 hours. It will automatically stop recording after 6 hours. And the recording expires after 7 days, so I have 7 days to download it from the date it starts recording.
There you go.
But it can also be downloaded while in recording.
Oh,
Which is cool.
Weird. Alright.
And then it downloads into Google Drive, and then I can share the drive, or I can edit and publish to YouTube for you guys, like Flurar does.
Let's go.
Ellie, you might want to join the Roll20.
Oh, yeah. That would totally help, right?
So, Cass and Virgil, how have your delves into the lore been?
To the lore?
Yeah. You told me you
Oh,
were,
yeah! I like them. I was just reading all the little, like, every time there's a new handout, I do my daily check, my daily read, I go back.
I may need to go back on
Very
that
good.
for a bit.
This art is so good every time.
Wah.
Whoa. What is happening? I'm not Pelligrina. I am question mark.
Okay. So while we wait for KC, there is some things I would like to talk about before we get started. So we have two folks here who have will be engaging in possible extreme acts of violence.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
I just want to run that by everybody, make sure that's cool.
chill with it.
I promise I won't be super descriptive because I'm probably the most squeamish person at the table.
I might be.
Are you saying you're gonna out squeamish me?
No.
Oh
I think they're
no,
gonna
I meant,
add
I,
violence
I
here.
meant I'd be prescriptive.
Oh no. Yeah, I get a little squeamish, which is ironic that I'm playing the Bone Collector and also squeamish.
Bones.
Just don't be super duper descriptive about it, and it'll be fine.
All right, I'm mostly kidding, but you know.
Like, keep it PG-13.
It'll probably be at least 18.
Yeah.
For
Rated
like
R for teenager. I don't know.
Rated T.
rated R for teenagers.
Yeah.
Because teenagers
No.
are present in this film.
I don't think
Yeah,
ESRB
wait,
looks
you're
like
like-
that.
How old are you? Wait, you're not even like, bro. You can't even be in my hookah lounge.
Says who? You live in the Alpsport area, which is an anarchy.
Oh,
Also, you own it.
that's true. I mean,
No,
not
he doesn't.
technically.
Yeah, what's your character again, Kaz?
We'll go over that in a second.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Actually,
Spoilers.
speaking of Cass's character,
Drugs.
yes, we need to talk about drug use.
Ah.
There will potentially be characters in scenes who are under the influences of drugs, and you will not come under the effects of actual drugs unless you imbibe them on your own, but you may come under the effects of Carnates who have powers that emulate drugs.
That is also mine.
It's just a little bit of crack cocaine.
Just a touch.
Well, there's Cass's character who breathes out,
Is it weed?
I breathe out like vibes, chill vibes. Vibes that make you guys
Hallucinogens?
feel like.
he breathes out a contact high.
Ah, interesting.
Because I think I'm going for more of like a facey guy, so I want it to be like, hey, let's just chat.
Not the bad touch kind of drugs.
No.
And there are also, for those of you who were listening to the radio play earlier, you probably heard about a place called the Succubi Den.
Oh, I
And,
didn't hear that.
Did not hear that one.
I heard a brief mention. I don't know shit.
The Succubi Den is a place where Carnates like that use their powers in a more strip clubby kind of way, where it's kind of just like they have powers that deal in hallucination mostly, and it's mostly used to just like reach those pleasure highs of just like experiencing whatever.
So pleasure den.
Hmm?
So like a pleasure den, basically.
Yeah.
Of all the games to pick to be a child.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well. I'm committed.
But also you literally steal people's bones, so
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
mild sexual content. There may be descriptions of breasts, butts, other things.
PV.
If there is any mention of sex, it will be offhanded. Just be like, it is happening. It is happening. You do not have to engage in it.
The classic fade to black. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chances of you engaging in sex, low. For Pelly, probably zero. Almost
zero.
negative, like into the
Zero.
negatives.
One would certainly assume.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Sex
be an X
happening.
card, like right there. If
Yeah. Yeah, sex happening around your characters, higher on the possibility scale. depending on places you go, because you are technically part of this world's underworld. You are not. You're not the. This is the opposite of working for Cracked.
Yeah.
Anti-cracked.
Anti-Rye.
Oh.
Little Birdman.
All right.
He's a
Man.
big Birdman now, huh?
I know he's kind of he's grown. What?
Literally no idea what you guys are talking about.
In the first Kaiju campaign,
Yeah, that's why I
Cat.
don't know what you're talking
Oh.
about.
Yeah.
Wait, I never found the picture for you. Hold on.
Yeah, Cass played a teleporting bird boy named Rai, who was also, I believe, he was the delinquent.
Yeah, he was a delinquent, and he had like a little Peter Pan Lost Boys vibe going on with other Carnates.
You did not have a Peter Pan's Lost Boys vibe. You had a fight club in your basement.
Yeah, but like both of them fused.
Probably because that actually happened.
Yeah. I didn't have a basement though. I think I lived in like a roof.
I'm pretty sure you lived at the Cracked base, right? And you
I'm
just show up at
pretty
people's
sure I was
houses.
homeless.
Like you showed up
Actually.
at parties and just started fight clubs.
Pretty much. You know, delinquent
Yeah,
activity.
in the center
So iconic.
of Cracked New York, there used to be a large tree, and Rai lived in that tree.
No, wait, I had a picture of it. Like my. Oh my god, like 200 ad block things just told me it wanted to update. Let me open.
Install
wanna
Norton
block all the new
antivirus
ads.
today.
I just ignored it. Haven't got a virus yet.
There you go.
We ball.
That you know.
You acquire a virus, and you're like, no, I should have updated. Damn it.
Womp womp.
Just throw the whole ass computer away, bro. It ain't worth it.
I can't, I'm too broke.
Literally just hook your computer out the window.
Just business expense it through the college. Be like, hey, I need this for art.
That was it on my Google Doc apparently.
Bro did live in a roof for real.
I think he
Real
lived
cool.
with one of his classmates.
Yeah, my friend. Can't remember his name.
But now he's the director of Cracked New York. Well, Cracked America, because after moving to Worldwide, they had to downsize.
Unfortunately, after the last person disappeared.
Okay, I can't find this picture, but if I have power in my hands, I'll try to draw a new one.
Big Rye.
He'd be like
I-
30 now, right?
He would be closer to 40.
He's a
God.
dope now. Oh my god. Okay, bet I'll try to draw him.
Please.
Because if he was 16 in the first game, 20 years have passed, so he'd be at least 36.
Let's go.
There have been an undetermined amount of time between the last campaign and this campaign.
So probably early 40s.
That's making me cry.
Rye with the kid and the smoking problem working for one of the biggest defense agencies in the entire world.
That's a bad choice, but they made
That
it.
was the director of Cracked France, actually.
Not that it matters anymore, unfortunately.
Really?
He literally
actually.
described the guy that Saul and Amar worked for.
Mhm.
Oh, so...
Alright. The next thing that we need to do. Gotta make some corpos. We already have a few of them made. Obviously, I will explain for our new player here. The Haynes Fashion distribution is run by Pelly's old character, Kiri Haynes.
You have a
And
picture?
I do actually.
Wait, this one.
3 of us were siblings,
It me.
and we all hated each other. And by we all hated each other, I mean everybody in my family hated me the most.
Yep.
Oh.
They had good reason.
And then I ate their mom.
We all
Yeah.
hate
we
mom.
did do
Actually.
Everybody hated mom.
that.
No, I ate your mom.
Oh,
No, I
yeah,
mean, yeah.
no.
But everybody
That
hated
you
her.
did.
She was a bitch.
Saul's good act, actually.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
thing Saul did correctly.
But Haynes Fashion Distribution is the premier brand for Carnate clothing. Like elemental resistant clothing that's has an odd number of armholes, clothing that remains dry when you jump in a lake, and such.
Yeah, I see.
In case you needed to casually jump in a lake.
Keep it in mind.
Or you were made of like
Clothing that doesn't explode when you explode.
Yeah, that was pretty useful.
This is such old art that I'm finding some.
There it is.
I mean, it's all on your wiki page.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
wait, you're right.
Correct.
Wait,
Hello,
hold on, I'm
Casey.
sorry. I'm like trying to. I can't hear any of you. The music is so loud.
Just
You can
turn
turn
it
it down in the
down.
gear and audio video.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Which is wild
wow.
because right now I actually can't hear it at all.
Then you should turn up your audio video.
I had it at 100 before, and it's
It was
I
at
still don't hear
100,
it.
and I just like couldn't hear anybody talk. I was like, "Oh God, this is this me?
I know why I
is my
can't hear
voice
it.
just too loud?"
So I can't hear it because for some reason it's not. So the Discord call is playing through my headphones, but Roll20 is playing through the laptop itself.
Weird.
Yes, very.
So Casey, we just went over if everybody's cool with drug use, ultra violence, and mild sexual content in this game.
What is the extent of drug use?
Drug use will be no. You will not come under the effects of drugs unless you imbibe them. You may come under the effects of carnate powers that simulate drugs, but there'll be moves to resist it and such. And also, it comes up because Cass's character is like literally a drug pusher.
and doer, partaker.
Yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting time for Kaz. This is so
Ultraviolence.
outside your range of characters. I'm very excited for it.
I'm excited too. He's gonna be different.
Built a little different.
He's gonna be built a little strange.
I
It's
love
gonna
that
be
for you.
just a tad bit spicy.
Ultraviolence is on this list because Kenny carries around an axe that deals 7 damage when he hits people with it.
Bruh, what?
Because
He's
he
really
took
good at murdering people.
He took
Yes.
literally every single move that increases his damage, including being a gang, which increases the damage he deals by 1.
Wait,
I
like
mean-
he as an individual person counts as a whole gang of people?
He, as an individual
Yep.
person, rolls
That's
as though he
crazy.
is the equivalent of 3 or more people.
That's fucking sick.
Bro, why not get anything cool like that? The fuck?
it's literally only for battle, and it's for like intimidation purposes and morale.
I mean, still pretty sick.
That's sick.
And
I'm happy.
another reason that ultraviolence comes up is because
Bone collecting.
What?
I
Bone
collect
collecting.
bones. That's my hoard. Didn't you know?
Oh wait, I forgot.
No,
need
I
to
fucking
post this
didn't.
quote.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, my character collects bones. That's her hoard is bones. So she may or may not rip them out of people's bodies.
Oh
We all
god.
have our hobbies.
Bro, I just like stealing things that are shiny. Everyone is like fucking
You a
fucking
crow?
ripping out body parts and like dealing drugs on the side. Like
Dude, I literally have the Ark of the Covenant in my basement.
I just gotta hustle, you know.
oh my god. This is gonna be so chaotic.
Yes. This is a game where bad people do bad things to bad people.
Casey, did you know that I play a child?
No?
I play a child who collects
Bones.
bones.
What is your are you the question mark one?
That's me.
That looks fucking terrifying. What the hell is going on down there?
Not gonna lie, I didn't know you were a child when I was doing the poster, so I was just, I
You're valid.
realize now.
Do you even know how old you are? Or no? Is it like a mystery?
Sometimes she's 6. Sometimes she's 8.
6.
Occasionally she's 5. You know, it depends on the day.
It's like interacting with a deceptively small person in real life. They can just kind of say whatever they want.
I
Yeah.
genuinely don't think my character knows how old she is.
That's kind of what I was asking. Well, one, if your character knew how old they were, and if you knew how old character was.
There's an age range in my head. There is no definitive answer.
You know,
Like visually.
I
Do
mean,
we
well, okay,
know?
so the problem is that like her breath weapon isn't like an outward weapon. Is that she like consumes souls
Oh.
and will like take life force. So it does kind of fuck around with her age a little bit, which is probably why she doesn't really know how old she is. She eats people's souls for lunch, and it's very yummy indeed.
I love the difference of our breath weapons.
Wait, did none of you guys know this about my character?
There were a lot of weird dragons back in the day.
Nope.
Did you guys not know this about my character?
I literally just zoned out. Actually, I missed something.
Have you seen her? This is what she looks like. If Discord will cooperate.
Small child, creepy hands. Yes.
Did you see what her
Oh,
her dragon looks like?
You said it a while ago. I don't remember.
I remember the souls. Yeah.
That
yeah.
is her Carnate.
Okay. Okay.
That is her Kaiju rather.
that do be pretty sick.
Thanks, most of it was the plague.
I was just looking at my book. I think I'm supposed to have another weapon.
Shit.
You have your basic weapon, and I think you have one or two side weapons.
Well, I have my breath weapon, my custom weapon, but I don't know, and then I have an assault rifle. It says I get 2 weapons, but I don't know if we're just filling one of those with the breath weapon, or if we just get just all weapon.
You get the weapons listed in your book, so you get to pick those 2, and then you get one of the dragon weapons, but you
Really?
can switch out the ones listed in your book for dragon weapons if you would prefer.
Okay, so if I'm taking the breath weapon, okay, so it says I get the custom weapon plus 2 more weapons. So if I'm taking the breath weapon, is that filling one of those 2 weapons?
No.
Okay, so I can take
That-
another weapon.
Yes. That breath weapon slot would fill the free dragon weapon slot that you get.
Okay, and there are also dragon weapons you made aside from breath weapon.
That would be the. It's in system alterations. It's the second one. A Carnate is a weapon. There's Draconic Fangs, Draconic Claws, Breath Weapon, and Stolen Enchanted Weapon.
Okay, I didn't know we got 2. I mean, I had 1 weapon.
We're
that?
gonna get to that in just a second. Let's
Oh.
stay on track here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So next up is Cracked. Cracked is, I'm not sure if this was well known. Cracked is not a government force. They're not like part of the government. They are a privatized military group. They're like owned by somebody. So they're just hired by the government to deal with Carnate issues because it's cheaper.
Bro, we worked for Lockheed Martin as 15-year-olds?
Insane.
But yeah, they're pretty much just like they're Carnate SWAT basically.
I thought it was like a NATO thing.
No, you just get whenever the basic police are just like, oh, this is a Carnate issue that we can't handle. We'll call in Cracked.
Damn. I thought we were the good guys.
Never.
Depends what side you're on.
Oh boy.
Also very true.
Yep.
I will let each of you describe your own mega corporation that we already have here. Let's start at the top of our list. Virgil, would you like to tell us about Crux Incorporated?
Or I've still kind of got a vague idea of it, but they deal in like kind of a lot of things. They are a chemicals and engineering company who also works in mining, drilling, and extraction. So they kind of like do all their own operations. And with all the chemicals and like all the fossil fuels that they extract, they also deal in explosives, and they primarily sell to the military and like construction and things like that.
All right. Cass, yours is particularly interesting. We talked about it a lot. Zhongsho Shield. Why don't you tell us about that?
So, totally legit business. Security. It's
Starting
about
off strong.
security. Like big guys you hire to protect things. Their headquarters in China, but they're setting up shop like in other places now. Pretty much, mine is not as well eloquently spoken as Virgil's. But basically, the security company, like private security, probably do some tech, a little bit of everything. Nothing to worry about. It's legal.
It's definitely not a front.
It's definitely not a front for a crime thing at
It's
all.
like those empty Vietnamese places where the food is really good and it's like $7 for a full plate of food.
Yeah, that, but if the food was ripped dudes that you can hire to beat people up.
The bouncers.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to put everything out on the table. You guys are part of the underworld, so I think that you guys would know.
You probably would know.
Yeah, Zhongsho Shield is run by the triads out of China.
Oh, nice. That's
Nah,
very
we're-
subtle.
We're not. We're cool. We're chill. We're cool.
Bro, the fucking Chinese try. What the fuck?
Nah, we're cool. We're cool. We're chill like that. We're chill.
The Zhongshan Shield as a company is a worldwide protection racket.
Yeah.
And then Garrett, we have the Church of All Mothers.
Yeah. So the Church of All Mothers is, I will refer to them as a cult. They are a church. They are a legitimate church. They practice religion. They've got all the documents and everything, and they don't pay their taxes like a church. Their big thing is that they worship like the founding Carnates, like supposedly the beings that created the subtype of every Carnates that have ever existed, and may or may not be like colluding underground to possibly reawaken them and like reestablish a new world order where the 4 primal deities are just walking the planet again.
That's fucking sick.
On the surface, they're a Vatican type who is just like, we're just gathering artifacts.
Right.
Yeah, preservation.
They're a Vatican type who's like, it's just Jesus' foreskin. I don't understand what the problem is.
It's just the nail that pierced the body of Christ. It's really not that important.
It's just the Holy Grail. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just the Holy Grail.
That belongs in a museum. Sorry, that was really lame.
All right, but there are 3 folks here who still need to create a mega corporation, and if you would like help or ideas, you are welcome to ask. We have several perfectly good sounding boards here in the chat right now.
I mean, I have an idea. I have a pretty good idea of what I want. I just haven't put anything down, basically. I've even got like 2 possible names in mind. The mega corporation I've got in mind is kind of in the same market as Hayes, but our luxury home and construction companies, basically, construction that can handle your average Carnate, basically.
So they're like they own the housing market pretty much.
For Carnates, yeah, but they specialize. Actually, I think they specialize particularly in like castles, to sell, that they sell to dragons and those types of Carnates.
And you said you had a couple ideas for names?
Yes, I was thinking either Carcassonne International, named after the
King in
the
Yellow
gi-
story?
No, maybe Carcassonne is an actual place in France. It's like it's the largest fortified city, ancient fortified city in the world. Or Neuschwanstein International, which Neuschwanstein is like one of the most famous castles in the world. It's in Germany. I'm just looking it up. Apparently, it's the castle from Harry Potter and the Disney logo are based off of.
Is it like new Schweinstein, like the word new, or is it all one word?
It's all one word. Hang on, I'll copy paste.
I might be able to directly translate it. I am taking German.
Because if it was just the word new, I would have just been like, well, we'll just make it Neo and call it a day. New Neo Tokyo.
I posted it in the chat.
Oh.
In the Roll20.
Neuschwanstein. Okay.
I feel like that might be a bit long.
Well, we can always abbreviate.
Sorry, Alex, I'm thinking of Carcosa, not Carcassonne.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Although if it does ring a bell, if the name does ring a bell for anybody else, there's also a pretty famous old board game based off of it too, called Carcassonne.
That's why it sounded familiar to me.
Yeah.
Like that's the genre that I would know. Stupid board games.
Yeah, I've never played the game, but I've seen it. It's a tile laying game.
I played it one time and said, nah.
So were you leaning towards either of the names?
I think I kind of like Neuschwanstein just because I feel like I've heard Carcassonne before. Though I think in like practice we're gonna have to come up with a fun abbreviation for that, obviously, or even just maybe call it like NW International or something like that.
It could be Neuschwanstein, but it's pronounced like that, but it's spelled like. It's just spelled like that, but it's just pronounced Neuschwanstein.
Like that's how it appears on the stock market, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if it's just the word, if their company is just like Neuschwanstein and it's not like Neuschwanstein Construction or Neuschwanstein Industries or whatever, honestly, that could work.
Or we could do that. If someone can come up with a better name, though, I am open to the idea. That's just the best I could come up with in a little bit of time.
I didn't even come up with my own name.
I was gonna say I don't even know my
Construction
fucking
means
name
teams
yet.
I will
For
add. I will add. I think if I do go with this as my megacorp, it's gonna play into Kenny's backstory a bit.
Then you should absolutely go for it.
Yeah.
That's how you
Yeah,
spell
no,
that.
he is. I've got a big tie-in for the backstory. Then, yeah.
Then we will go with Neuschwanstein for now. Pelly, you had an idea.
Oh yeah, we're talking about my stupid big sugar candy core.
Yep.
Hershey's?
Willy Wonky?
We have to avoid
Really
the copyright
wonky?
problems. He's
Wonky?
not public domain yet.
Wonka?
No, it's literally just like Nestle adjacent. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Okay.
Like, how Nestle adjacent?
Like, starving children in Ethiopia kind of Nestle?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's the connection I was
Stealing-
about to make. Yeah.
Like
Make
stealing
them starve,
people's
eat their bones.
like stealing people's water for basically no reason other than to say
Because,
it's our
you know,
water now.
Water doesn't need to be a human right, as said by the Nestle CEO.
Literally said by the Nestle CEO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are they more on the line of like our candy is addictive, literally?
Like how Coca-Cola used to put actual cocaine in the products they made.
Where do you think the name Coke came from?
Dr. Pepper.
To be fair, that was just common practice back in the day.
Yeah.
They were not
Yeah.
even. They were not even the only. They were not even close to the first like cocaine infused beverage
Damn,
on the
No,
market.
I definitely
Got a
imagine that
headache? Take some laudanum, get a lobotomy.
they call themselves Big Sugar Candy Gummy, but then they also are like, it's absolutely a front for drugs.
Alright.
But it's like one of those things where it's like it's a front for drugs, but like the front kind of exploded into like a big thing. So now they're kind of like it was supposed to be like their side, like the candy was supposed to be the side hustles and the drugs were supposed to be the main thing. But then like their candy side kind of like exploded into like a really big thing. So now the drugs are their side hustle, and they're like, well, that's not what we wanted. Oh well.
They pulled a mafia.
You know what? I feel like that's not the first time I've heard that story before.
Because the mob in New York did the same fucking thing with pizza.
door of the Wonka factory, and it's literally a drug trip. They
Hey,
set foot in the
kids,
door,
what
they
the
get that
crap?
first lick of wallpaper, and they're just on drugs. They never actually went on a tour of the Wonka factory.
Unless it's the Broadway version.
No. Oh my god. Traumatic. Saw it. Traumatized.
Yeah, where the squirrels.
The squirrels literally ripped her into pieces. Literally.
Yeah.
What?
There's, you know that part where the girl goes down the candy chute, and that's like the squirrels who are testing all the nuts.
Good nut or bad nut?
Yeah,
Wait, was this in the original or in the remake?
it's in the Broadway
Oh,
version.
it's in every version. It's just one
Oh.
version. It's in the original movie. It's the geese.
Right. Yeah, I remember the geese.
And then the Johnny Depp one, they made it squirrels. In the musical, they kept it as squirrels.
Wait,
But
so
the
what is in the
squirrels-
book?
The squirrels pull her limb from limb. Like, they literally, like, rip her apart on
They
stage.
sing a song
How
about
do they?
it.
Wow, what? I'm having a hard time picturing how they do that on stage.
It's just a doll.
Okay.
No, yeah. They, like, last second swap her out with, like, one of those mannequins.
Yeah,
and
because
then-
she goes off stage climbing up the an escalator
I
thing.
remember seeing that on Broadway. I remember that being, like, very traumatic to watch.
I bet.
And then I remember the traumatic after show that Casey and I had. Casey did not go to the show with me. I went with my boyfriend, but at the time. But we had a traumatic after.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Casey, do you have an idea for your mega corporation?
You know, I actually was thinking about it as everyone else was doing theirs.
That's a good idea.
I don't have a name for it. But I
Tell
do
us about what they do.
So, basically, hear me out. So, she specializes in cases, like, you know, like accepting, like, you know, when people are in trouble, but she specifically works on cases when it involves a missing object. And
The mega corporation isn't something that you do. It's something that you're directly, like, the group will be directly opposing these mega corporations by taking missions. And these mega corporations are massive figures, just like in the zeitgeist. They're like something that you would see a electronic billboard for in Times Square.
You know what? Let's go with, you know, no one likes lawyers. So
There's like a lawyer, and there's like a law firm.
yes. Like a law firm that hates Carnates. And like they will try to like twist words around fake evidence so that a Carnate will get put in jail for whatever reason. So that's why we don't like them. Because
Oh,
fuck
maybe
them.
like, if I could maybe like suggest things, maybe like a real ambulance chaser style who specialize in Carnate related damage.
Yeah, that's I think that's what I'm going for. Yeah, for sure.
And
Does
I'm
that
guess
make sense?
yeah, I'm thinking for a name, maybe we go like Naaman Co. or Naaman Brothers.
I think the brothers is like having it as like something brothers would make it impactful.
Where are they from? I guess would be a good question to start with. Like, where are they based out of?
This game will be worldwide, so you can put them pretty much anywhere. Even if you just want to be like, they're from America.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I guess lawyers make more sense to be in America. I was kind of thinking Russia as kind of like a funny gag, but
The one place where there's like two places where lawyers are probably going to be like real heavy-handed, and that's here in America and Japan.
Yeah.
that seems fair.
Because in Japan, they literally will just not have evidence. They'll literally just lock you up and then just interrogate you 30 times until you confess to a crime you didn't do.
That
Fun
sounds
fact,
hilarious, though.
Japan has a 99% incarceration rate. If you get
Jesus.
accused of a crime, you're going to jail.
Feels like a system that could get abused.
Wow,
sorry.
who would have guessed?
Yeah.
I kind of want to be
Oh, my
Japan
brother's in
now.
Japan right now.
That sounds kind of funny, actually.
But
To
in
just-
Japan?
Yeah, just have the Japanese be like, "Yo, this person did it. Did you do it? Did you do it? Okay, they did. They're out."
It would be kind of funny for Japan to be the ones prosecuting kaijus.
Right? Oh my
Yeah.
god, I didn't even think
Wait,
of that.
That's good. I like that.
Bro, that didn't even come to mind until you just said that.
Now it's fucking personal, dude.
And
They've got a grudge against us.
it's just a fucking like built-in grudge.
I missed something because my Wi-Fi cut out.
Oh, we were just making jokes about the Japanese prosecuting kaiju.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, like I didn't realize that until Alex just said it, and I'm like mind blown right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely Japan. That would be hilarious.
We can double down on that joke.
Oh,
Call them Ghidorah and Co.
oh my lord.
Oh, wait, maybe not. Trying to think of one of like humany baddies. The other one coming to mind is Ultraman, and that doesn't really work.
No.
What's the Japanese name for Ultraman? Because it can't possibly be Ultraman.
It is Ultraman, I'm pretty sure.
It's Ultra Man.
Ultra.
Like, if you're thinking of, like, that kind of genre, are you thinking, like, Kamen Riders?
Oh, wait a minute. What's the name of the bad guy's Kamen Rider?
Like, Orchist or Orthax or something? I just was fucking watching some content from them the other day.
Yeah, and I actually just watched a movie. Yeah, Shin Kamen Rider. I just watched that
Oh,
like
yeah.
a few weeks ago.
All the Shin ones of that are really weird.
Shin Godzilla fucking ruled. So
Yeah, it's good, but it's weird.
well, yeah. But like, I have not seen a movie I have not seen a Godzilla movie in a long time that felt like the old Godzilla movies like that one did. But then, also made Godzilla actually pretty fucking scary. like that whole fucking like that part of the beginning where he's basically a fucking mudfish is like fucking terrifying.
The thing that scared me the most about him is the fact that he doesn't blink.
Mm.
And they have so many shots of his face, and he just doesn't blink.
Ooh, when he does the beam and his mouth does that nasty like unhinging thing.
He also fires a beam out of his tail, which is weird.
Yeah.
Orphanox. That's what they're called in Kamen Rider.
Who actually have you seen the Shin Godzilla?
Ah, bro.
Oh no, I've only seen clips.
If you like Godzilla, I would recommend checking it out.
I've been meaning to. I think so. Garrett, if you want to put that in the chat, just so that we know how it's spelled.
What am
Another
I doing?
option, the name of those Kamen Rider
Oh,
villains.
fucking okay, one sec.
You could also go with the Sentai Brothers.
Oh my god.
Hit him with the Super Sentai Power Rangers, bro. I fucking love Power Rangers, bro. Power Rangers slaps.
Because in Japan, Super Sentai are a genre. And here in America, they take every single Sentai show and they just make them all Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Yep.
I'm
any
down
of
for that being
these-
the name.
Sentai Brothers?
Yeah.
Alright.
Why not? Go all in.
Oh god, do they always come to their do they come to everything like full suit from the neck down, but then like ridiculous hero helmet?
I mean, maybe some of them do. I don't know if I would say every single one, but I'm sure there's one loser out there.
Have you ever seen those dubs of Sentais that just are, they're like, they don't follow the Power Rangers formula, so they just can't be Power Rangers, and it's just them like fighting a monster who's telling them that they can't be a Power Ranger, and them complaining that they want to be a Power Ranger.
Woof.
Okay. That done. Let's go over playbook stuff. In case you don't want to open it, there is a PDF here in Roll20.
What? It does that now? That's crazy.
I don't like this.
You can
That's really
stretch it.
interesting formatting, but I like what they're going for.
I know, like, this is tough, but
Oh no, 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 no.
You have
Do
to
not like
well, then.
stretch it.
Please.
I feel like how do you take? Because I know you can, like, you can pull
Like at the edge.
these.
Yeah, it's
What?
the very edge. There's like 3 little lines in the right corner. Just pull on that and it will expand the window.
I don't see 3 little lines.
You can also just go to the sides and you can just grab it and expand it.
That's what I did.
Same as anything else.
That's just how I did it.
Also, there's like an open book at the top, in the top left corner. It's just like 2 rectangles right next to each other, and if you click that, it closes the sidebar.
Oh,
I don't
that
know what
helps.
you're talking about.
The purple
Oh,
buttons.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that does help for sure.
So, let's see. We have a... Let's just have everybody go down the list, and we'll talk about what playbooks we have. So, Garrett, what playbook did you pick?
We'll be playing the Pusher.
Alright.
What does that
And-
do?
Yes, let's
They
talk
push
about the
drugs.
pusher.
I
That's-
preach the good Lord Jesus Christ. That's not a joke. I am literally a priest.
The pusher's whole deal is they have a gang. And in this, your gang is just like a group of people who share an ideology with you. In Garrett's case, it's a need to be sure that the common folk can protect themselves from the Carnate folk.
And you're doing that as a Carnate. Love that for you.
Look, man. If you gotta be a warrior of God, you gotta know how to be a warrior of God.
Touche.
Alright. And Alex, what did you pick?
I picked the killer.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, we would talk about it.
This whole deal.
I mean, the killer, fairly straightforward. Like, I mean, he is acts of violence. I did, however, take one thing that might make me a little bit, makes it a little bit more interesting, and actually might end up butting heads with our prophet over here. I took. Hold on. Let me bring up my own sheet because I have it listed there. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah. So one of my directives is called proselytizing. Describe your belief system when you persuade others to act according to your beliefs. Mark experience. So I'm gonna have my own little belief system. Thank you very much.
That belief system in proselytizing we'll go over once we get there, but it's less like the pushers like this is an ideology that I live by every single day. It's more like the bull in the masks, where it's like I live by a certain way, and because I live a certain way, I think everybody should live a certain way.
Yeah, it's
Preach.
definitely it's gonna be like that for him as well, for sure.
Casey.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the smarticle particle. I'm gonna be the reporter.
And let's look at the reporter, because I need to remember fully how it works.
Oh, and by the way, when we come back, when we get a chance, I want to talk to you about that additional weapon that I realize I should have.
Yes, we will actually be going over gear later.
Good.
Alright. So, the reporter. The reporter is the star from Masks.
LOL.
You
Yeah.
are effectively you're effectively the person who arrives at like the scene of a disaster and immediely pulls out your phone to start recording.
Jump in, bro!
Have
Jump his
to.
ass!
You know, gotta get all the news. You know, who cares about what's going on with the cop? But like this scene needs to be shown. So yeah, probably gonna be dealing with a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, so the top move for the reporter, one of the 3 moves that they have to take is live and on the air, which is when you go live from a scene and broadcast the stream to avoid harm and expose your target. It's literally pulling at your phone and going, "I'm recording you."
Yeah, you're on the air.
So you're
like,
playing
like
a Karen?
You know, someone's gotta do it.
Nobody was forcing
Oh,
you,
yeah.
actually. I would say the
Gotta
exact
do it.
opposite.
No, but have you ever seen like those videos of like
I got that on camera.
like the Karen is also recording because she's
Oh, yeah.
like her head is so far up her ass that she thinks she's that right?
Yup. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yes, but what are you playing?
Playing the tech.
What does the tech do?
I'm gonna be using explosives with the tech.
Your area of expertise is explosives? Is that what you're picking?
Yeah, I'm doing the pyrotechnician, expert in chemistry and explosives.
There it is. Nice. You ignore the dangerous tag for explosives.
Yeah.
That just means that if you set them off like literally a foot from you, you don't have to worry about your arms being exploded off.
That's a good thing.
Huh.
I imagine
That's
that will
like the
probably
closest
happen
thing.
at least one time.
Yes.
Alright.
Will his arms survive this campaign?
No.
Wow.
We just have Alex dismember a cast character again.
Let's go!
The thing about this game is you can just get a magic arm to replace it.
True?
Cass, what are you
Hi.
playing?
A fixer.
The fixer.
He's I think they're all about like connections and stuff.
Yes.
So
the
I match
fixer is
people
all
with
about
other people.
connections. The
Yeah, I'll
fixer is
try
so
to
much about
negotiate.
connections that I believe they have an extra move that's literally just you gotta have more.
I know
you,
people.
you gotta make more contacts.
hmm And I also have the move hustling.
Bro got the grind.
He's
Yeah,
on his
what?
grind right now.
Your hustle is what?
I picked. We get 2, so I did addictive substances and debt collection.
Nice.
Wow.
Love that for
You
you.
really are just bad people.
I'm a good person.
Are you?
I'm a
Guys, the Trinidad aren't bad
It makes
people. They
people
run a
feel
legitimate
happy.
business.
guys. Listen, I'm not taking anybody's bones here. I'm just.
I'm just breaking them first.
I'm not breaking them.
No,
Like
that's
Hank
me.
is.
Yeah, so what hustling is the fixer has specific groups of people that work for them.
I have hired henchmen.
Dude, that's awesome.
Right? I'm so excited. This one move I could get is called backup, where I have a group of, and this is in quotation marks, associates who provide security.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I believe everybody has that kind of advancement that they can take, which is what it is in Apocalypse World, it's just called get a gang.
We should build an army.
Oh my god, yes.
Yo, we should make our own country.
I
You
don't
already
think
have.
we can away with that.
It's called the Alps Hoard area. It's an anarchy. Pelly, what are you playing?
I am playing the Infiltrator.
And what do they do?
They infiltrate.
What?
No,
No way.
No.
But like, where though?
Specifically and directly quoting, in places you do not belong. Well, actually, that's not exactly how it's phrased. It just says you specialize in infiltrating by appearing to belong in places you do. That's it. And hiding in plain sight.
Okay. Has everybody picked their moves?
I think I'm
Nope.
short
No.
one.
Casey, you should pick your moves.
How do you? I don't know how to do that.
So
Have you
let's
played a
look at the
2D6 system before?
reporter.
No, I haven't.
The reporter.
So
The
I have
reporter-
to get live on the air. That's like
Yeah,
a
you
requirement.
take live and on the air, nose for a story, and gather evidence. Just so you're aware, gather evidence is one of the largest, most complicated moves in the game.
Of course, she would pick it.
Ah,
The
great.
only other person who would pick that is me.
You just get all 3 of those moves like off the
You
bat.
get all those 3, and then you get one more from moves continued on the right side.
I have to like write them in. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna need just a little bit, but I got
Or
it.
am I missing a move? Am I supposed to have a third move?
You are the infiltrator.
I automatically get covert entry. And then it says choose one of these, and there's cat burglar or face, and I picked face. And it says choose one more, but I don't think I did.
Yes, you should have covert entry, and then either cat burglar or face, and then one more from the rest of that list.
I don't.
So you
think
should
I
have
do.
3 in total.
I don't think I do. I think I only have 2.
Alright.
Ooh, what should I pick?
You get a cool one.
Hmm?
You get a cool one. A cool move. while that is going on, if you have picked out your cyber tech, make sure you know how you're flavoring it into magic.
Is that under
Is that what
cyberware?
All right,
Yes.
mine's pretty easy. Dermoplating, cyberarm. Dermoplating, I mean, basically I've got layers of concrete under my skin. Cyberarm, I mean, just, kaiju strength.
Yep.
I have a sword from Catholic legend.
Oh,
Okay.
The Sword of Ascalon of Saint George, the Dragon Slayer. Don't think too hard about the implications of that.
hey.
Flurar, just confirm that because I think we did talk about how my cyberware works.
Yes, we talked about how it's just kind of a mind palace where all the information from souls you absorbed
That's what I
is.
thought. Okay, I just wanted to confirm because I did not write that down, but that's what I thought it was. Perfect.
Yes, Brent Cass, did you pick out your cyber tech? Actually, Cass, I know you picked yours because you picked comms.
Yeah.
You're a telepath.
Yeah, baby.
BB.
Yeah, baby. I'm talking
Jesper, did you pick any of your cyberware yet?
Why
I
do you keep
did.
calling him Jesper?
Because they're Jesper. They will be Jesper
Seline,
until
yeah.
they'll be
Yeah,
Jesper
really.
until I start to call them something else.
I just haven't flavored it yet. I just picked it already.
What'd you pick?
Let's see. I forget what it was originally. Before I started renaming it, but it was something to do with hearing.
Cybercons, probably?
I think so, yeah.
Yo, what if I pick Mother Duck as my other move?
What does that do?
When you infiltrate a location, you can get your team in as well. When you spend a hold to bypass a
That's
security
cute.
system or guard or escape notice, your team may accompany you.
Mother Duck, but it's the child. I think because of that you should, because it's funny.
Please.
Just 'cause I
My
can just
kid
get
is
you in
very
places.
normal.
This is our kid, and it's like 4 criminals.
What's
We're-
that TV
we're all-
show?
we're-
Five.
Two
We're
and a
all the
Half
kid's
Men.
parents.
Yeah.
It's a very messy relationship.
Sometimes a family could be 5 criminals and a child.
Something
It-
Fast and the Furious.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
adopted by all of them individually.
It's like a crazy sister wife situation out here.
I mean,
Yeah,
polyamory isn't that unheard of.
Uncle
in-
Kenny, Auntie Nari.
That's it. I'm picking Mother Duck.
You may certainly call me father, but do not do so in a biological sense.
You can call me father, but do not call me dad.
Do not call me daddy.
Thanks for saying it for me.
Wait, there's this TikTok I saw that's it's the audio is like you just hear the pitter patter of feet and it's a little kid going, "Daddy?" And this woman goes, "Do I look like your dad?"
That's
And there's
from
another
Vine.
version of it where they edit it the ending so it's like, "Yes, I am your father." And it's like very clearly not a father.
Okay.
It's like a woman's voice and it's like, "Yes, I am your father, you are my child."
All right. What were you thinking for the magic version of Cybercoms?
I was thinking because the dragon's kind of like a cave dweller. I was thinking going in like kind of like a bat direction. That'd be cool. Yeah.
That's sick as hell.
Yeah, that
I'm-
works.
I'm a little confused. So, like, for like the cyberware, like there's like there's one, and then it has like the tags underneath it. Are we not choosing that kind of stuff? Is it just like we're kind of flavoring it in our own way?
You choose those tags, and then you flavor. It's just flavor for them being magic. They still do what they say they do, and the move that is associated with them. They just look different in the fiction.
Because I wanted to do recording because, well, that's part of what I do. I record shit.
Oh,
I'm
so
just
you're gonna grab Cyber Eyes.
Yeah.
You could have you could make it like memory projection, where like you like hold out your hands or something, and you can just like make like a magical image of things that you remember appear.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yo, I'll BRB. There's Penela Vodka downstairs for me.
Also,
Question: What is
Is-
actually what does the synth stat actually apply to? Like in play.
The synth stat we probably won't be using too much. The synth stat will be when you encounter, like, some of you might use it more. It's when you encounter and try to use a magical artifact.
Okay.
In the actual game, you use it. The hacker has a really high synth stat because they like hack into machines and stuff.
Well, I noticed the killer. It seems to they seem to want the killer to have a high synth stat.
I believe they want the killer to have a high synth stat because you put a lot of strain on your body. So they expect the killer to, by the end of the game, be more robot than human.
The thing with synth is that when you use your like cybernetic augments to do stuff, you roll synth instead.
Or you can, if that's what the move says.
Can't.
All right. Well, like cyber arm and thermal plating, they don't really say anything about rolling synths. They say for like like the thermal plating is for rolling for rolling hard, and the cyber arm augmented strength I took is +2 when using a melee weapon that relies on physical strength. Synth is not rolling synth is not going to come up for either of those, right?
No.
Okay.
Synth probably won't see much use in this game. To be honest, Synth doesn't see much use in any of the Sprawl. Like, unless you are the hacker, having a -1 synth is like a given.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure I'm making the right call, making that the dump stat. Sorry, where were we?
Where, Casey, are you going to Cyber Eyes?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty. Then let's move to directives. Before we start talking about directives, everybody gets the directive when you put adding to your Hoard ahead of the mission, mark experience.
What should we call that?
It's a directive. It's that. When you put adding to your Hoard ahead of the mission, mark experience.
They call it the Hoard, like the game.
Bars.
Just so everybody knows, because I was talking to Garrett about it last time, HORDE is people, HOARD is objects.
Okay.
Yup. So, what other thing would directive include?
So on the front page of your playbook, the one that has the actual name on it, there's a section that says directives, and there are 4, and you get to choose 2 of them, and they typically have a blank. Some of them don't, though. this is when you get to create like minor corporations or implicate yourself into a mega corporation or create an NPC.
Damn, now I'm questioning what I should do.
Don't forget that because of like when you take weapons, it comes with little tags like, oh, it's kind of shitty, or oh, I took it from somebody.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, speaking of, yeah, let's go back to our cybertech.
Cyberware?
Yeah, cyberware. There's, if you open up the system alterations handout, at the top, for everybody who has cyberware, which should be everybody should have at least one. You have to answer why, which means you have to pick one of these options for why you have learned magic. And then for costs, you can pick one of these 3 options for the costs that it took to learn that magic.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So is that just for taking the Carnate weapons, or?
This is for all your cyberware.
Oh, okay.
Every piece of cyberware has a why and a cost.
I didn't see anything about cost for the ones I took.
Let me look at the killer again. Killer might be different.
I think it's implied that the killer already has a ton of implants. Like the killer seems to be the equivalent of a cyber psycho in Cyberpunk.
Yes, because I think the killer is the only one who chooses to.
Yeah. So I think I just have those. Which, kind of makes sense. The ones I've got make, like they're just kind of inherent with my particular Carnate, so.
No. The killer does have... It's on the other side. It's under the starting list.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at that real quick.
It's cyberware. It says why and cost. It's like right in the middle of the page that says killer.
The first page, the second page.
Oh, the second page.
Oh, okay, yeah, I hear. Okay, I see. Okay.
It looks like you only need to do it once, though, because it only tells you to do it once.
would we just put that in the notes of our cyberware?
Yes, you pick which why you picked, so either impairment, forced, enthusiasm, necessity, like the burn, genetics, ideology, memory, or education. And then you pick a cost, which is either you learned it yourself by watching other people do it or reading it in a book. And then you choose either unreliable, substandard, draining, or damaging. You went to mage college, but you dropped out. You're indebted, and then you name a mage college. That's you gotta add a college to the lore. And or you fucked someone over to learn it. You're hunted, and then you describe who you're hunted by.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. It will be. Until we get to about a month from now when you're like, fuck, why did I pick that?
Until you're
that is
bound
so
up
true.
in a basement and
But I feel like
Where
that
am
is.
I? What country am I in?
But the thing is, I feel like that is definitely something a reporter would do. Like, just fuck someone over to get what they want.
Trying
You're a
to.
reporter. It's literally your job.
Yeah,
Where do I
yeah,
put
that's what I'm
cost,
saying.
actually?
it should just there's like an info part right by your cyberware. A little info box.
I don't see that.
Okay. I like this.
I don't see an additional info box.
There's like cyberware, and then it's like it says name, and then under that is notes. It's where you write the like
Oh,
what it
just
does, and if you
add
just like hit enter a couple times.
Okay, so just add it in with the notes. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh. Okay, why? I guess necessity for me.
It's really whatever you want. This is really the point where you're just like, why would my character learn this magic?
Like all my shit's kind of gonna be like in a harem with my kaiju, but the way I'm gonna be flavoring this, he used to use it. He used to use his powers for his work, so I'm gonna say necessity, just because he needed them to do the work.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, I just chose career because, well, this kind of stuff is what she uses as her job as a quote-unquote reporter.
In system alterations is the new Y.
Oh wait,
So
necessity.
the Y that are
Memory.
the Y that is listed on your character sheet is not applicable.
Necessity or memory? Okay, maybe memory.
Did open up system alterations. Use the Ys that are there because they aren't one for one.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at my character sheet about the Ys and stuff.
It's not on your character sheet. It's in that system alterations handout.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
You already have done this part where we're just
Oh.
talking about the Y and the cost for
Oh,
Those
okay,
magic.
so I have to choose a different one.
one from this list.
Got it. What would memory how would that work?
Memory is like getting a piece of cyberware as though it were a tattoo.
Interesting.
I don't quite follow on that, but alright.
It would be like my mom had a cybernetic arm and she did all this cool stuff, so I want a cybernetic arm too.
Okay.
Like in honor of.
Yeah.
Legacy kind of stuff.
Okay, cost.
Just confirm, I'm all set on this part, right?
Yes, because you already picked that you're hunted, right?
Yep.
So Alex,
I'm-
if I could drop an idea in your brain.
That's never a good idea.
So for yours, it could be you fuck someone over to learn it, you're hunted, and for yours, it could be that when your guy picked up his Carnate essence, he went fucking nuts and killed a shit ton of people, and that's how you figured out what you could do.
I think you do not have understanding of my concept of my backstory.
I
What's your
don't, but that's
backstory?
why I'm just throwing
Should
shit at
we be dropping backstories, or should we be saving that for in game?
Oh, we
Save-
can.
save the stuff.
Say
You can
that.
talk to them. You can talk them out as much as you want to.
But it's funny
Okay.
that you say it's funny that you said the cost to fuck someone over and are hunted because that's what I have.
Yeah,
I mean,
see, this is-
I have
this is
that
where-
too.
There's
this is
only
where I'm
three.
at.
So.
Like backstory wise, he was born with his Carnate. His Carnate was actually incredibly it was actually very non-aggressive. Actually, it's very much a build your fortress and wait for them to come to you kind of kaiju. But Kenny, as a person, his personality always conflicted with that. And I made the mega company corporation I made that builds castles. Kenny worked for them because he naturally had a gift for construction and literally putting up walls on his own even. And one day he just kind of snapped while he was on the job and just kind of never looked back. That's the short version. That's the short version.
Yeah, okay.
That's the spoiler less version.
Yeah, the spoiler
Spoiler
short
free.
Yeah, spoiler free
Light.
version.
I don't know. It's necessarily free, but it's definitely
Well, not
lighter.
free, but spoiler light.
Wait, isn't that just the plot of Falling Down?
We've just had this discussion, and yeah, look,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little.
Everything is just the plot of that other thing.
that's true.
There's no
Anytime a
such thing as
businessman
an
goes
original
insane and starts
idea
killing people,
anymore.
it's just Falling Down.
And besides, Falling Down is a really good movie, so
Falling Down slaps.
I've never seen it.
very good.
Cass, I believe you're indebted, right?
Yeah, baby.
And you decided that you are not indebted to a mage college. You're indebted to one of the mega
Totally.
corporations.
Totally not. The triad.
Uh-oh.
It's great. It's cool. We're on good terms.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Name me,
Guys,
tell me
Something
how
tells me that
I
it might
owe
be the triad.
the triad ends in a good sentence.
It's cool, guys. It's cool, guys. We're good. We're chill. We got an understanding.
We're bros.
Yeah. We're chill like that. We're chill like that. It's all fine.
I also chose the you fucked someone over to learn it. You're hunted now, so.
Alright.
It's the popular combo.
I was going. Yeah, I'm debating. I'm debating hunted, or learned by watching other people. Which case, I'm not sure which one I'd go with if I go with that.
Hey, Kenny, you're definitely wanted by like several organizations, dude.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Why
To
do you
be
think
fair,
he lives
most
in the
of them
Hoard area?
Like my thinking is I take the hunted because maybe I'm still under contract with the company.
Damn, bro,
And-
you fucking killed your entire ship. Like, well, that still doesn't invalidate contract.
Not quite like that. We'll get into the actual backstory in game, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
You'll know what you need to know when you need to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Virgil,
you
what
have
did
the absolute basics right now.
Virgil, what did you pick for your cost?
Let me see.
Someone's got to take the learned it by watching other people because it's a
No.
juicy one. It just doesn't fit everyone else. It just doesn't fit
Yeah,
everyone
they're all
here.
good, but it's really funny when you're wanted by several government organizations.
Yeah, but the first one could be funny too. 'Cause
But
then
it's really
just-
funny when something blows up in your face.
Exactly.
You get it.
Something, he falls down a flight of stairs.
I didn't know how to make that work for telepathy. I think it would just make my head hurt, and that would.
Yeah, it didn't really work for mine either. Since most of my powers is just being able to build.
Cass out here literally playing Psyduck.
He's me for real.
Yeah, like unreliable, substandard, draining, damaging doesn't make a lot of sense for being able to make buildings.
Yeah, I had that problem too until I figured out that I wanted to tie it in a different way.
Sorry, Virgil, which one did you pick?
I choose unreliable.
Nice.
I think she learned it.
So I just need to take the one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was looking at a DIY video.
Yeah.
How'd you invent it?
That's the why, or that's
It's the
That was
cost.
the
Oh,
cost.
you know what? I'm gonna just add this as a separate thing under cyberware.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question for how mine would work.
Yeah.
So one of the tags I got was jamming. Does that mean I can just budge my way into people's slots?
Yeah, you can literally
That's
just
crazy.
force your way into people's brains and be like, hey,
Hey, what's
You
happening?
you should jump down those stairs.
Vsauce,
That's
Michael
weird.
here.
I
Yeah,
say that to every new person we meet.
just telepath people and be like, hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Have
What
you
if you
ever
were
wanted?
defensive?
What if I was right behind you?
Wait.
What if I was in your house?
Do you feel safe?
But there's, but
Never.
but there's no way that could happen. Or
Never.
is
Right.
there?
And then the music.
I came in through your bathroom window.
I kind of noticed your security sucks. Let me offer my services.
I didn't even need a ladder. Your wall is covered in vines.
Cough, cough, I
Flurar,
can
I don't know if
fly.
I
Cough,
told
cough.
you, but I stole the magic to the Infinite Armory from the Church of the All-Mothers.
Can't believe you.
I know.
I have a question. Who are the original Carnates? Who are like the big four?
They're in the
I
lore.
can tell you.
I'll have to look that up.
It's right here.
The Mother of Beasts, the Mother of Gods, the Mother of Chaos, and the Mother of Dragons.
Ah.
Alright. We're done there. Casey, what'd you pick? Did you pick Hunted too?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So are we mostly hunted here?
So far,
I'm in there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think 4 out of 6 people picked Hunted.
Yeah, and Cass might as well be because he's in debt to the mob.
Yakuza.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm paying it off.
Paying.
Sure, Jan.
I'm hustling. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold
You
on.
ever
I'm
seen
hustling.
Ever seen those videos of like Chinese sweatshops where the boss will slap a patch on the worker's back and they'll just go unconscious? That's what Cass does, and then he steals all their organs.
What? That's not my hustle.
Replace organs with bones, and that could be me.
All right. So now we can move on to directives. Everybody gets the Hoard directive. When you put adding to your Hoard ahead of the mission, mark experience.
Where is this?
It's in the Discord. Like the last message from me.
Is this something we should have marked on our character sheet?
Yes, it's one of your directives.
I don't see that on my character.
Does that conflict with the 2 we get, or is that in addition to the 2 we get?
That is in addition. You should have
Wait.
3 in total.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm
got
very
mine.
confused.
Let me see.
All right. So I
You
mean,
already.
Oh.
Are
I already
everyone's
have my
directives
two.
different?
Yeah. Every playbook has a different list of directives, but a lot of the directives double.
yeah, mine is proselytize and masochist.
Mine is violent and intimate.
Wow.
Which mean nothing
that's
unless you read what they do.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
proselytize. I'd already described that earlier. Masochist, I gain experience every time I take at least 1 harm.
Oh, that's an easy one.
That's
Yeah,
right,
the
dude.
the killer is literally supposed to like crank experience because they'll get like 4 experience just by like walking up and just punching somebody in the face.
That's crazy.
Dude, must be fucking nice. I don't know what the fuck mine are.
Must be fucking
It
nice.
must be fucking nice. Mine,
I'm gonna have
my
to go
directives,
so out of my way.
My
Mine are
directives
like
are-
impossible.
Mine are violent, so when you deliberately choose to use violence to overcome a problem when a non-violent option exists, mark experience.
Dude,
And
mine are all like it's different. Like,
an intimate.
I don't-
I didn't spend on. It's when you put your friend Tibia the Jester. Tibia is a little plush toy that I carry around, which I was gonna
Aw.
save, but I need to share it now because it's cute. This is just a little plush, a little toy she carries around, named Tibia.
Tibia.
Oh my god, he's
Just-
real.
The prettiest name for a bone.
ahead of the mission mark experience. So if I put my toy above literally anything else, I mark experience. And I'm a kid, so obviously I'm going to pick.
Mine are impossible to get experience for unless I do things so specifically.
What are yours?
Let's look at the reporter.
And like 3 of them are blank.
Well, they're blank because you need to fill in the blank.
I know, and I don't know what I'm filling the blanks for.
You get to you get to create like a minor like partnership or like an NPC friend.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
So maybe
Way better
harming
person to be
people
hunting me.
I can get away with.
I
It's
just
pretty
came up with a
responsible
way
for their death.
person to
You
be
don't have to
hunting
commit to it.
me, and I'm gonna have to talk to you about it later, DM.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about my, the hunted thing, and I just realized I had a way better idea for who could be hunting me instead of the company.
Okay.
I'll talk
You
about
should
it
write
later.
it down so you don't forget it.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it later, because I don't want to be blasting to the rest of the group.
Yeah. I don't know who's hunting me down. I don't think I know who it is.
I think for
I think that's
you, Casey, like for revealing and for vengeful, I think that you could put like one of the mega corporations in there.
That's what I was thinking for at least revealing. Having it to be one of the mega good corporations. But then for vengeful, I'm like, I guess maybe it'll just be like a random like NPC that I associate myself with, but don't actually like.
You could also go for a compassionate or network.
I also was thinking network, because it's like when you're a membership in blank hinders the mission, mark experience. So
Like
maybe
me, for real.
which I feel like is very me.
Do anything for the content, dude. You gotta do everything for the content.
Bro, honestly, actually, that's a good idea.
It's just the
Yeah,
vine.
I get the feeling you're gonna be the one character in the group that's gonna look like they're not a bad guy, and then just it's like in the movie where they got the character that look like that guy, but then they get to the end, and then they start looking back at everything that happens, and it turns out they're like the worst person in the group.
I mean,
Honestly?
Seline is literally like fronting as a businesswoman while on the side she's committing massive terroristic acts.
That may be true.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That
maybe
may
true.
be true. There is no follow-up.
Literally, Seline walks into work with gunpowder on her hands and is like, I don't know what you're talking about.
What gunpowder?
Okay. Well, at least I have it figured out. I'll fill in the blanks at some point. For the network, at least, it's probably going to be like her
Stream?
Yes, her streams.
Alright. Are you
does that
are
make
you
sense?
actually like streaming live, or are you recording to post later?
I think it is always crucial to get the feed instantaneously. This ain't no do it later kind of thing. If the feed is here now, it needs to be done now.
This
Okay.
is some like Ali Law bullshit. Like, I broke into a bank with 5 of my friends.
Alright, now let's do gear. I'm sure our killer has already figured out their big stick.
Yes, for the most part. There was one thing I wanted to bring up. There is a third weapon I could take that ouch! I just stubbed my toe on something. Ouch. Yeah, I stepped away from the keyboard for a moment because I wanted to make a cup of tea, but I can bang this out real quick. So, there's a third weapon, and I'm realizing I'd like to take Dragon Claw, but I was hoping I could talk to you about making a tweak.
How so?
I just want to swap out one of the tags for Breach, because I'm realizing if, like, my whole breath weapon thing is going to be building stuff, I should probably have a way to, breach
Knock
holes.
it down.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, great. Do I take Claw? What do you think is the most sensible to drop?
Let's see. I think just change it from quick to breach.
Alright, sounds great.
Yeah, that would make sense. It'd probably take a lot of fucking effort to knock down a building.
Yeah.
I have a-
He is going to punch doors in walls, basically. He's gonna punch
like
doors. He's gonna punch like ornate doors and windows into walls.
Also, if you haven't read it already, you're free to take the mundane weapons that you get, look at their tags, and alter them into a magic spell.
Gun.
Yeah, that's
If you want
cool,
to.
Although honestly,
You don't
I
have
think,
to.
yeah. So I'm gonna go. I might as well read off what I've got. I've got breath weapon, obvious. My custom weapon, which is where shit gets wild. I took blade, 2 damage hand, big or dangerous, +1 damage, and then high powered or weighted, +1 damage. It's a big, heavy axe.
Not only that, Kenny has a move that when he deals damage, he deals 2 extra damage
Yeah, with a melee
with a
weapon.
melee weapon.
Wait, what the fuck? That's 9 damage.
No, it's 6.
Yeah, 6.
Well, because doesn't he have a cyber arm that does 2 more
No,
damage?
cyberarm is the thing. Cyberarm
Yeah.
is the thing he's talking about.
Cyber
That's what
arm
I understand.
gives that 2 extra damage, and then Kenny is a gang, which gives him 1 more.
Yeah, I also took an assault rifle because not everyone is gonna be within reach.
Here's the thing. A normal person, with no armor, has 6 health segments.
I didn't know that. So I can.
Which means that if you get
Rest
hit,
of us.
Behind
which
Kenny.
means that if you are wearing no armor, even if you're wearing 1 armor, and you get hit by Kenny, you die.
Bro.
Can he one-shot this entire party, I think?
Yeah,
Easily.
I got armored clothing.
So, let's talk about what 1 armor looks like. 1 armor is a SWAT vest.
Oh, shit.
So question. When one
Please
of
don't
my
tell us.
things is armored clothing, but it has 0 armor. What's the point of it?
I'm pointing at you. We're the same.
Like it's literally 0 armor and then plus discreet, subtract 1 when rolling harm move. But like,
That subtract 1 when rolling harm move is the armor, pretty much.
Oh.
It means that it doesn't reduce the amount of harm that you actually take. Armor is the thing. So if you were to get stabbed with a knife and take 2 harm, your armored clothing isn't going to reduce that from 2 harm. But when you roll the harm move, you'll only roll as though you took 1 harm, which means you'll roll less numbers.
What?
It's like take a powerful blow in masks. You
It
want to roll
sounds
that.
like, what I'm hearing is it sounds like
Okay.
it gives you a better chance of not getting hurt rather than reducing the damage you do take. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's so
I
confusing.
guess so. But why?
Well, just
Because-
it's like the difference between armor class and armor class in D&D and having something that reduces damage taken.
Well, you
Yeah.
take.
So
you take
if
armored
you get
clothing,
stabbed with a
just
knife and you take 2 harm, and then you roll the harm move, there's a chance that you roll a 6, and when you roll that 6, that means that you have dodged the attack.
Mhm.
But if you don't roll a 6, if you have 0 armor, you still just take 2 harm. But if you had 1 armor, you would take 1 harm. Armor reduces the actual damage you take to your body, and the harm move is its own thing.
This clarifies nothing for me, but I'm gonna let us proceed because otherwise we will be sitting here for a very long time talking about
It
this.
will make sense when you get stabbed with a knife.
Please don't stab me. with a
I'm
knife,
just not
a
gonna pick it
child.
because it has. I don't see the point. It has 0 armor, and it just makes no sense
The
to have
point is
it.
that it's discreet because you don't
Yeah.
want to pull up to the nice party with a bulletproof vest over your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you
that-
pull up
is
with
that
the
what's so- is that
bulletproof
what's so
vest
special
under
about
your
it?
shirt?
What's so special about it is that it's gonna make it so that if you take 0 harm, you still have to make the harm move. So even if you would, in the end, not be hurt at all, you still have to take the harm move and potentially have a complication from the potential harm. The harm move is right there in the middle on the advanced moves.
Enhance. There we go.
Enhance.
My brain is like frying right now, so trying to
Yeah.
process it in my brain while in this state is just not working.
So this would
yeah, it's
go
just like a powerful blow.
under. This would go under other gear, other equipment, rather.
Yes.
Oh, so I should probably pick something. Apparently, I have not. I do have my weapons though, which I'm excited about.
Yes, so just to reiterate again, you get 1 dragon weapon for free, and then you get whatever weapons you can pick as many weapons as it tells you to pick from the list on your character sheet, or you can swap those out 1 for 1 for dragon weapons.
So like the weapon that we pick would be like dragon fangs, breath weapon, that kind of stuff.
Yes, so let's look at the reporter.
I feel like for me the stolen enchanted weapon would be pretty pog. That sounds just like something that she would do.
I was looking at mine for a second, trying to remember what this meant, and now it just makes me even more excited that I have the silenced semi-auto mask demon.
Oh,
What the fuck?
that sounds crazy.
So
You know
Casey,
what my gear options were?
No.
Pulled
It
up
was
pistol or semi-auto pistol?
well, no. I think what we had done was we had like reskinned the silenced semi-auto pistol, and instead of a pistol, it's just my mask.
I love that.
It's just what happens when I take my mask off.
yeah, that's what I mean when you can reflavor any of these weapons into a magic spell. So Casey, by the end of this, you will end up with 2 weapons. You will have at least 1 dragon weapon, and then you can either choose one of the weapons from the reporter, which would be one of the 2 pistols or a hand taser, or you can pick another dragon weapon if you would like instead.
I mean, I'm definitely choosing the stolen enchanted weapon because, well, it just makes sense for her to have something shiny like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna probably flavor the pistol a little bit and say that it's because of how it looks. It looks like it's like a gold trim on it, you know, just to make it look nicer. Something that she would probably have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite understand what it means by near quick flechette.
Which
So
I think Fleshhead is
near-
a tag that does additional like damage to people. Flechette. It's a word.
Oh,
Um,
it's a flechette. It means that it doesn't fire bullets. It fires darts.
Could I possibly say that it fires something else? instead of darts.
It
Like,
fires
what
your
did you have in?
mom
What did
from
you have
this
in mind?
company.
Well, with her being a fire Carnate, it will shoot out like little pieces of fire, or like
Firebolts.
yeah, like little fireballs. That's right.
I would think if you're gonna do that, probably go for the holdout pistol.
Bang.
Okay. Is it still gonna be just the 2 harm then?
Yes. And then, Virgil, what do you pick for your weapons?
I picked the breath weapon. I picked the fragmentation grenade and also the claws.
Ooh, frag grenade.
Oh, specifically for your breath weapon, put explosive on that.
Awesome.
Let's go.
I guess
I
there's.
love
I guess
that.
it's worth asking if any of us should be putting anything special on our special tags on ours, because like mine specifically is going to be working real different.
Yeah.
Like I picture it like rather than being like a big spray, it's more like a. I'm picturing more like a concrete gray fog that comes out and coats the ground, because like my power is more going to be like building things up rather than like blasting something out.
I think
I
that
think
it still works.
The tag stinky.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna we're
Sneaky.
just gonna be flavoring it in
Yeah.
the moment, huh?
Yeah, just as we understand it, it will. The tags are mostly there just to tell you how it works, and
Alright.
if we know how it looks in the fiction, then it'll be fine.
Yeah, like I'm picturing using it so that like if I'm in a fight where there actually are too many people for me to handle, I can just make walls to partition them, so I can pick them off one by one.
Yeah, the reason I specifically
Labyrinth.
the reason I specifically wanted Seline to put explosive on theirs is because their breath weapon is literally like an explosive noxious gas.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So, if any of you
What
are
is
too
Celine's
close,
breath weapon?
it's a noxious
just
gas.
Fucking explode.
Yeah, you'll explode. But Seline, being the pyrotechnics tech, doesn't have to worry about that.
I'm sorry if you're in the crossfire of that.
I don't believe you.
It was a lie, but I tried.
Alright.
Okay, and
okay.
I'm finishing out my weapons myself.
Alright.
I don't know if what I did was right, but I did
Kaz,
something.
did you write stinky for your breath weapon?
No. I wrote conversational weed.
Wow. Is that like a conversation starter in Canada?
Voice shrooms.
No, that's my other one. Oh god, it is.
Wait, is shrooms?
Hold on,
Voice shroom.
Did you take breath weapon twice? Like I
Yeah.
said you could.
Basically,
Oh my
I want
God.
my breath weapon to have the effects of different drugs, basically.
I love that. Do you have one that's an upper and one that's a downer?
I should. I just make everybody in the combat super
No,
sad.
one works like weed, the other one works like coke.
Oh my god, true. Wait, can my breath weapon be a buff? I put Kenny on coke.
Oh god.
Everyone
I-
dies, including us.
I don't think that's a buff.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'll be completely 100% honest with you. I don't think being under the influence in the middle of a gunfight, even if the gunfight is
Veteran.
even if you are a dragon in the middle of that gunfight, I don't think being under the influence of any drug is a good idea.
Okay.
I would make
I would make
the
man.
enemies.
I would make the argument that being on a substance that both ups your confidence and aggression, while also dampening your ability to feel pain, would have an effect in combat.
I guess unless you're a berserker in Viking Age. Getting really high in a tent before battle.
Oh yeah, what's that
I've
one
seen
from
some
Vinland
homeless
Saga?
men throw hands with police officers, dude.
What's that one guy from Vinland Saga that ate mushrooms before he fought?
I only got halfway through that.
He's in like the third episode. That doesn't matter.
I don't even remember the main kid's name.
Wait, could I like have? Because for my first one, I don't know if I wanted to be like super combat, but I was wondering if I could use it to help me in like facey situations. Is that allowed or no?
Yes, I think that will fall under its magic tag. I do think you using it will still cause 2 harm.
Okay, sweet.
That's a lot of boof that they're just being hit with, bro.
They're
They
like,
can't take it all at once.
they're dying. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Did you?
Like,
did you
surely you've done a rip that's too fat before. Like, you know, dude.
they flew too close to the sun.
Just occurred to me the draconic claw attack for me, regardless, is still gonna be a 4 damage.
Yeah.
Everything I do is 2 damage. That's it. My cute little damage.
I ended up taking that modified thing that you threw down, and because my dragon has the ability to control crystals, I am reflavoring the fletchette gun as my ability to control fiberglass to cut people with wires.
Okay. We need to still talk about your breath weapon because it's changed a couple times.
Yeah, we'll
What do you breathe out? Because I believe when we first talked about it, you breathed out light, but I think that's changed at this point.
Yes. I want to say like glass shards. I feel like there's a word for like glass shards that are like small enough that you can't.
You breathe out fiberglass?
I think so. Like, it looks like snow in the air, like little crystals.
I feel like you're stepping in on my territory with fiberglass.
Look, you do brick and mortar, I do the stained glass.
I feel like you're stepping on my territory with crystal.
You're crystal meth, right? I'm safe light repair, safe light replace.
Honest to God, I've been thinking about this for a while. I was thinking it'd be funny if he had cigars with like fiberglass in them.
That's so funny.
Like he just pulls out a cigar and it's got like the pink. It's got like the pink stuff sticking out.
Oh, that's fucking awful, dude.
And Kenny's just like, they used to use asbestos ones.
Yeah.
It was better when they had asbestos in
Those
them.
had fucking kick.
Do you guys know about Asbestos Lady?
You want to be a little more specific?
I feel like I've heard of it.
Asbestos Lady was a villain for The Flash who was literally just a woman who wore a suit made of asbestos and had a flamethrower.
Oh, I did not know about that. I'm guessing this was pre-asbestos bad.
She got cancer and died in the comics.
Damn.
Oh my god.
You know, I love that's one of those things I love about comic books, because you know moments like that were not intended by the original author, and like some other jackass like saw that this existed at one point and be like, "Ha, that'd be kind of funny."
And they were right. It was.
Alright. Did you finish statting out your
Believers.
your group?
I did.
What did you end up picking for the pluses?
I will tell you right now. If roll 20 will let me, because this thing lags my computer harder than any game I can play on it.
while he's doing that, I just
Okay,
wanna just like confirm how the whole me acting as a gang thing works. I mean, when I'm fighting a group like his, I just count as being as many people as are in the gang, basically.
When you are standing on your own, you count as 3 or more people.
That's incredible.
You are part of a gang, tribe, band, or corporation. What kind of gang is it? It is a. I feel like does military work, or do you think political works better for this?
I feel like military works better, just because you're not
Okay.
you're not trying to become president or anything. You're literally just trying to militarize the people.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
I
okay, that's what I
am the
thought.
Government.
Because it was way bigger than a street gang, and I was like, that's probably not right. And I meant to ask you about that earlier, but I just forgot to. How big is your gang? Choose a size and 2 tags. Huge. And my tags are well connected in resources. Define your gang's territory. I figured we were going to get there tonight, since we were going to figure out where all of this shit takes place. Choose 1 negative tag that's associated with your gang. They are violent. Who leads your gang? Me. And what are their what are the 2 main things that you do? Activism and politics, which I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah. For where's your gang's territory? I feel like we'll go with cities, because there will be points where you are not in a city,
Cool.
because it'll be worldwide. So
Okay, cool.
Just to confirm, because I'm like brain dead. Gangs are only for certain playbooks, right?
only certain playbooks start with a gang. Every single playbook can get a gang as an advancement.
Guys, what if I ended up with a gang?
Got it.
Just
Okay.
reanimate the people you kill.
No, just streets crawling with undead orphans.
All right. So let's. I'll come back to. I'll talk to Casey about the reporter's special later when her brain isn't exploding.
I would appreciate that. I
When
feel
is
like
the
I'm going
brain not
to split into
exploding?
2.
But for now, we are gonna do the final introductions of our characters, and then we will review our mega corporations, and then do the final part of character creation, which is the most fun. But first, we'll start at the top of our list. Johnathan, go ahead and tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay. Johnathan Price is a priest of supposedly the Lord Jesus Christ. It's really vague, and it's never explicitly stated that it's like God that he's worshiping, because the true God is the self, and this religion is a farce for the fact that Carnates are a danger to people, and the people should be armed and ready to deal with them. He is a Carnate of a dragon, which I have not yet named, whose ability is the ability to control crystal structures, which allows him to primarily just use it to create glass weaponry.
All right. Go ahead, Kenny. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, Kenny, or as he's more commonly known in the streets, Keystone Kenny, is all in all a little bit of kind of a scary figure. Not a lot of people deal with him at his worst, but then again, not a lot of people survive him at his worst. He kind of just showed up. On the scene. Oh, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, and just kind of immediately made a name for himself as just a violent bastard. Okay, not terrible, and actually, you know, if he actually likes you, but you know, he he really does. He really is just in it. He really does just seem to be in it for the fun of it. He also proselytizes in a personal code that he likes to refer to as the open floor plan.
That's awful.
What?
Which I will save for actual. I think I want to save that for actual play because I have because when asked, he kind of goes off about it.
Just imagine you're at a bar and you're like, "Hey, you hear about Kenny? Yeah, I hear he's a violent bastard."
He does also seem to have a bizarre. He does seem for one reason or another to have an almost encyclopedic knowledge of architecture and stuff like that. Just a real interest in it. There are some people who know a certain story about where his name came from that, quite frankly, explains the interest. But again, I think I'm going to save that for play.
Alrighty. Nari, tell us about yourself.
I'll do my best to explain. My name is Nari Hagen. The A is silent. Shut up. She started off. I mean, she was born as a Carnate, and she is different from most other people because she grew horns, which kind of stood her out from other people, including her own family. So she said, "You know what? I'm gonna dip and go make something of myself." So this is how she got into doing live streaming and eventually becoming a reporter-esque type. I would not say that her work is exactly honest as a reporter, unlike some people. You know, she does kind of like stretch the truth a little bit, or like, you know, reword certain things to make, you know, to bring in that bread every once in a while. She is particularly interested in cases that involve like artifacts, and if for whatever reason the people ask, "Hey, did you find my thing?" and she's like, I don't know, man, I'm sorry, just kind of couldn't find it. But low-key, she has a whole collection in her room. Is that good?
That works for me. Seline, tell us about yourself.
Okay. So Celine Montoya, she's a corporate woman. She is a chemical engineer in her day job, and she works for Crux Incorporated, and her family has been working with them for a very long time. Her Carnate is ancestral, and she got it from her mom. She's fairly put together and pretty comfortable in her life. She's a hard worker. She listens well. She kind of like stays out of people's way as best she can. But recently she's been having some issues at work, and for a multitude of reasons, she's gaining kind of a vengeful streak, and she's got a pretty nasty temper, kind of beneath all of the kind of calm exterior that she kind of puts on at work. And now she's looking to take down the people that she works for right now.
Alrighty. Suyun, tell us about yourself.
So Sio's pretty new to the Alps Hoard area. He's from China. This is he's pretty yeah, same thing, sort of like put together. And he's like the unspoken owner of the Peak Lounge. And from there, he's sort of running out a front of a front for Zongshu Shield. I think maybe that's all I'll say.
All right. Tell us about the kid.
Hi. I'm playing a child.
Weird call.
There we go. That's it. That's all I got. No, she doesn't really have. I don't have much information to give because she hasn't existed for super long. She's literally a child. She's lived in the area. She doesn't really seem to have a family in the area, at least not known. She doesn't really have a proper name. In fact, anytime somebody asks her what her name is, she will give a different name. If that is because she just doesn't have one and she's fielding them out, or because of the number of souls she has consumed that are muddling up her ability to know who she is, that is up for debate. And she has a little friend, a little stuffed toy jester named Tibia. Any questions?
I'm good.
All right, and now we.
Well, actually, I would like to add, I kind of, in all the fun of like, he's a violent bastard. I forgot a few details I meant to include, so just gonna rattle them off real quick. American born, is
he from Pennsylvania and that's why he's called Keystone Kenny?
No.
That makes me mad.
No, that's not
Because
why.
Pennsylvania is the Keystone State.
You'll see what it'll be easy finding out why his name is Keystone. Okay, Keystone.
Keys on a stone.
No, Jesus.
Go ahead.
Okay, so American born, but spent a lot of time in Germany. Worked for the rumors are he worked for the oh my god, I've already forgot. It's getting late. It must be getting late because I've already forgotten about the name of my mega corporation.
No, it's on the screen.
Yeah, hang on. I stepped away from the screen. I was cuddling with dog.
Understandable.
Nishwanstein?
Yes, the Nishwashing Company. But that's all in the past. Nowadays, people don't know a whole lot aside from the fact that he's a pretty big punk. A strong punk aesthetic. Let's put it that way.
He's a punk.
That was a stutter. Thank you very much.
Okay. So the next and final part, each of you will pick a corporation and say that you ran a mission against one of them, and you'll define what the mission was, and then we'll go around and everyone will decide if they went on the mission with you. If they did go on that mission with you, they gain 1 link with you. Links are used with the help and hinder move. They're like
Influence.
yeah, pretty much. They're like influence.
Is there somewhere on our sheet that we can...
Yeah.
Should say links.
Yep.
I think it's at the
Should
bottom.
I add everybody?
Only add the people you gain links with as
Okay.
we're doing this. The downside of that, if you say you went with them, that increases their clock. So that means that they will start gaining marks into these boxes that are next to them.
And what happens if...
If all of those boxes are full, that means you have become a major problem for that corporation and they're going to napalm your house.
You know what happened to Friendly Jordies, the Australian YouTuber? Yeah, like that.
literally no idea who you just said.
Well, the Australian government firebombed his house because he exposed a racketeering scheme they were using.
Iconic.
I'm sorry, I was kind of spacing out. Who are we putting for links?
one
Only the
yet.
people who you go on missions with.
Oh, okay. So nobody yet.
Nobody yet. And it will only be the person who is leading that mission. So
Well, if let's say Casey's leading the mission and I go on it, we both get each other.
yes, you get links with each other, but you don't get links with the other people who went on the mission.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start at the bottom because we started at
No!
the top. So the kid, you get to pick a corporation and tell me a mission that you went on to fuck them over.
I don't know.
It can be any of the corporations. It doesn't have to be yours. We can come back to you if you need time.
Please.
Cass, do you have an idea?
My brain is still loading. Hold on. I'm reading.
Can we all have like 30 seconds to like deliberate?
Yes.
Thank you.
Once someone
Okay, so
has
I'm
an
hitting
idea,
cracked.
say so. You're doing cracked?
Okay, so I'm
Cracked.
getting cracked.
Bro.
All right, so the police.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
What was the
Alright.
mission?
So what did you do?
Trying to remember what
I
half of these things are.
stole a weapon from them. I stole the sword. I stole the sword of St. George from Cracked, from their dragon suppression team.
All right. For the people like Pelly who don't remember what everything here is, the Big Sugar Candy Company is a candy. It's a candy company that used to be a front for drugs, but now is a front for candy. That's also a drug company.
Boy, when you say it out loud.
It's
Crux
Crack-a-Cola.
Inc. Crux Incorporated is a group that deals in mostly fossil fuels and crude oil. It sounds like, and they primarily create tools and explosives for the military and construction. Hanes Fashion Distribution is the premier fashion, I guess, designers for the Carnate world, and currently they are kind of opposing all dragons. They've made a stance that they will not be creating more clothing for dragon Carnates specifically.
Damn.
I wonder who influenced that decision.
Xiangshu Shield is a protection racket for the entire world run by the Chinese Triad. Cracked is the Kaiju Police. New Schwanstein is a construction company that is probably doing some stuff under the table.
Oh, no, that like they're absolutely they're probably like I think you're talking about the Anarchy Zone. They are probably like doing some illegal construction for dragons in the zone.
All right. The Sentai Brothers are lawyers who just absolutely hate Carnate kind. And the Church of All Mothers is a church that at this point would probably contain most Carnates. And they may possibly be trying to bring back all of the origin kaiju.
Alright, I've got it. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
I got it too.
Well, first let's finish up Johnathan's. So Johnathan went into Cracked to steal the sword of Saint who? Saint Jonathan?
St. George.
Saint
The
George.
Epsilon Blade.
Alright, so Kenny, do you think that you went in to help Johnathan steal the sword?
But that's tough.
It is a
Um,
blade specifically designed to kill dragons.
Hmm.
Also remember that there are there are 5 of you. So if all of you go on a mission together,
We're
you
fucking
will
it.
almost max out one of these clocks.
Oh,
We should probably make an agreement that just like 1 or 2
One or
additional people
two.
go on any one of these missions.
We'll
Well, what
we'll
if they
handshake it.
really deserve it?
I think that you all should decide on your own if you go on a mission, but just remember that
You know,
as a group,
Just be like, does it
could
make sense that my
potentially-
character would go for this?
yes, because just remember that you could potentially almost max out one of these clocks before the
I-
game even starts.
Yeah, I think I'll skip on the cracked one, just because I don't see Kenny giving a flying fuck about helping some fucking cult get their hands on a fucking sword.
Makes sense to me. What about Nari?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she probably would, because I mean, shiny weapons, that's like really cool.
Yeah, that's kind of her whole deal.
Exactly. It just kind of makes sense for her to do it.
All right, Seline, do you go?
I don't really think so. I don't think that seems up her alley. It probably wouldn't spark her interest.
All right, Suyun.
this is interesting, but I think yes because he has very strong feelings against Cracked.
That's fair.
I'm pointing at her DMs and I'm crying.
Yeah.
oh god.
And what about the kid?
I think she would, because Sword of Death means souls and bones, lots and lots of souls and bones.
All right.
Well, sword cracks.
Halfway max cracked.
Now here's another thing. When you are picking your mega corporation, you don't have to pick one that is untouched.
Oh, we could just fuck cracked sideways.
we all pick Cracked and just keep
But the thing about that is that if all of you picked cracked, the second the game starts, it's going to be you guys getting
On
your
the run.
asses handed to you.
by Cracked.
Like the
Dude,
game
Morgan
just
is
starts,
gonna show up personally and kick our
Literally,
ass.
like the
literally-
game starts, and we're immediately in a paramilitary lockdown.
Literally, the Moak will show up at your front door and be like, if you don't stop, I'm going to break your face and eat your soul.
Dude,
No, that's
dude,
my job.
you don't want that. You don't want that.
We've
Yeah,
seen what
Morgan's
Morgan is
scary.
capable
Casey would
of
know.
when she was incompetent. I hate to see what she
Now
would
she
be like
is
when she
40.
knows what she's doing.
All right.
Maybe lay off cracked a little bit, please.
Yeah. Casey or Pelly, you said you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for new castle buildy people.
Schweinstein?
Yeah, that one. I like to think that with all construction at some point or another, they definitely started building on like some sort of like ancient burial ground. We're going for those super special, super cool excavation bones.
So the mission here is to go into the dig site and get a bunch of bones for your horde.
No, it's to get them. It's essentially. So, the idea is to fuck them up so bad that they stop building on the site, so I can get my bones.
Okay. So the idea is to mess up their current operation.
Yeah.
All right. Johnathan, do you go to help assist this child?
I will go with no one.
All right.
Fuck all
Kenny
of these
D.
people. They're insane.
Do you go
It's
to mess
wait,
up?
it's an ancient burial ground though, which might mean religious shit.
I mean,
Yeah, but you're there for bones.
yeah.
You didn't walk up to
no.
Johnathan and say it might be an ancient. It might have some religious shit in it. You walked up to Johnathan and said, "I want all the bones."
Yeah, no.
And-
I'm definitely not helping. Like the kid and
Bones!
Kenny are on the lowest list I can put them on for people I want to be around.
And speaking of, Kenny is going to go. He does not care about the bones. This is the equivalent of going back to your former place of work and taking a shit on the boss's desk for him.
All right,
Fair
Nari, do
enough.
you go?
Absolutely not. This has absolutely no interest for her.
Y'all are
Uh,
against the ancient burial grounds?
Nari's just like,
Look,
I
listen,
can't.
if there's nothing shiny there or anything of value, like no, that's not happening.
Return the
Sorry, fam.
slab.
Nari's just like, I can't stream bones. That's against TOS.
Yeah,
Twitch
you know,
will ban
I
me
might
if I
get
show
a-
dead
oh,
bodies,
so-
dude.
You know, I might get flagged for something like that. So you know, I'm good, fam.
You are meanie pants.
Seline.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I think if she doesn't think too hard that it's a child, and if you don't mention the bones, she would help.
So, if you have to look at a child who would say, I'm going there for the bones, specifically to get the job, how would she feel?
If she thinks about it in that we're just ruining their
They're
operation,
bad guy builders.
she could get behind that. She could get behind that.
Great.
Okay.
Child who collects bones.
And what about Suyun?
You have fun, kid.
Wow.
She
nobody's-
came up to Suyun and was like, I'm going to go stop this construction operation to get their bones. And Suyun pats her on the head and is like, good luck.
He said, and
Like,
I'm having a
that's
bottle
nice.
of wine tonight. He's closing the door.
A bottle, not a glass, not a, drink.
bottle, baby.
The whole fucking thing.
Oh, I get okay. So I
own
put
this
a
lounge.
put a link for me with the kid, right?
If you went on this, then you gain a link with the kid, yes.
Okay.
And
And
I
if
would
you
gain
went
a
on
link-
Johnathan's, you gain a link with Johnathan.
So I would gain a link with. It's just Kenny is coming, right?
It's Kenny and Seline.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Celine's coming! Yay!
So that should be 3 marks on New Schwanstein, right?
No, because the person who picks it starts the clock, which doesn't
Oh, okay.
put a mark.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I guess it wasn't paying attention to hear 4 people going for crack. Damn.
Yeah, it's
Fuck crack for real.
it's
Oh, crap.
it's Johnathan started it. Kenny went, Suyun went, and the kid went.
Oh, I
What
didn't
a
go crack.
strange group.
Oh wait, no, Nari
was-
went. Nari
I
went.
went.
Yeah,
I went for
yeah.
crack.
Breaking into police station gone wrong.
Filmed it in 420p. Just because it's
Not so
dark.
much. Man,
All right.
Go ahead.
Casey, you had one.
I did. We're gonna go after the Church of All Mothers.
Man, what are you
I was
doing?
gonna do a mission against the Church of All Mothers.
You
Oh,
still
do
Do
it.
it. You guys
Hey,
both.
both people
can.
can.
Just try
There's
to
a chance
just
nobody shows
just-
up.
Just crank him as hard as possible.
I mean, I
Yeah.
could probably get what I want out of joining you, I guess, really. So,
Well,
Well, what do you got?
Here's the thing that I want to do. So, first off, she wants to try to uncover the secrets of the mother kaiju by completely like trying to gaslight these people into like giving up their information. While also
Yes,
at the
like
same
keep girl boss.
while also at the same time, looting anything
shit.
that is considered cha-ching.
stealing shit.
Alright, so this is
on-
this is a petty theft, is what you're telling me.
I did know petty theft, you know,
Petty
on it.
theft,
possible
you say?
Also petty
interrogation,
theft.
you know.
Kenny can get very much in on this, and I want to explain why. I hear church, I hear like gorgeous old architecture and statues and stuff, which is Kenny's Hoard. That's his jam. So
Yeah.
while she's doing whatever she's doing, I'm stealing like a gargoyle or a statue or something. Yeah.
Okay.
You know
well,
what? You get the big stuff. Me as Nari likes the smaller stuff. You know, not everything has to be big to be pretty. You know.
Right. Johnathan, did you go to the Church of All Mothers for petty theft and stealing artifacts?
I definitely went just to like hinder them and see if I could find any more religious artifacts.
Hell yeah, bro! Let's do it.
Right. Did the kid go?
No.
Did Suyun go?
Money! I heard petty theft.
Nari's talking to Kenny, and Kenny's like, so it's petty theft. And Nari's like, no, it's not petty theft. And Suyun just leans in and is like, I heard petty theft.
Yeah, he just started paying attention when they said petty theft. He's like,
And Seline.
No. No.
So I already have a link with Nari. Does that like go up at all?
It goes up to 2.
Okay.
Oh, so they're supposed to be ones?
Yes. They
I
start as
did not
ones.
add anything.
Okay.
They-
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they start as ones, and then they go up to. Once they hit 3, you're supposed to have a scene with that person that defines your relationship improving, and then you reset back to 0.
Oh my god,
Okay, so-
me and Johnathan are almost there.
So
We're
okay, so
almost
how many
friends.
people should be on this, or how many who all's on this?
I
I want to
think
make that clear.
it's me, you, and the triad. So that's 3. So we're
Okay, so-
busting down this place like we're busting down crack.
So
Yeah,
Johnathan. Oh,
Yeah,
damn it.
so it would be for this mission for Kenny, you would only have a link with Nari because you're going on Nari's mission.
Oh, right. Okay, right. I forgot that's how that worked.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Nari.
right.
That's me.
Who's next?
I have an idea.
Tell me.
I think I need to rob the Sentai brothers.
Hell yeah,
A
dude,
few of my
what?
boys got into some trouble collecting debts. Does anybody need to clear their name or lose some evidence?
No.
So,
Lose some
No.
So
evidence.
this is Seiyan walking into a law firm, pretending he works there, and then opening a computer and
He's like, "I
deleting a
need these
bunch of shit.
files." And these ones, and these
I
ones.
guess
He's
the
throwing them in
question.
the fire.
I guess a good question is, do you need muscle for this? Because
Absolutely.
I
Always.
feel like
Alright,
Kenny's
so-
only interested if it involves
Being
some
dog.
amount of violence.
All right,
Always, man.
Celine.
My meat stat is a -1. I don't
Celine,
fight.
are you going with?
All
are
right.
you going with to Celine, are you going with to
No,
steal
I'm not
information
doing that.
from the Sentai brothers? All right, is Kenny?
Kenny.
God, I.
Kenny, you can go whoever you
Go
want.
for it,
I
bro.
promise.
I'm just trying. I'm really trying to decide. You know what? These people feel like the types of people he would just kind of want. He would just kind of want to piss off just for the fun of it. So sure,
He can cause a distraction outside.
yeah. This is a man. He is collecting for his hoard, but this is like he mostly does the shit for the fun of it.
All right, Johnathan,
No.
the kid.
Suyun.
No.
All right, 1.
I want to go. Wait.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You skipped me.
No,
How
alright.
dare you?
Good.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go. Fuck
2.
some shit up over there.
All right. I think it's just Celine and Kenny left.
Yeah. Remind me what's with Crooks again?
Crux is a explosives and like mining operation.
Okay.
They mostly natural gases and crude oil.
And Jianxia, they're like security.
Zhangxiao
mercenary.
Shield is a protection racket. It fronts as a security as Zhangxiao Shield, but underneath it's just the Chinese triad.
Okay, yeah, no, I definitely got hired by someone to get these guys the fucking boot. somewhere.
They're trying to move in.
They hired you. They were like,
Fuck
listen.
despise Kenny.
They're like, listen. Somebody paid a lot of money to get like 10 dudes, and I need Kenny. I need you to go in there and fuck them up.
Yeah, no, I am a protection racket hired to kick out another protection racket.
Okay. Johnathan, do you go to assist Kenny in
No.
killing a bunch of people?
Fuck this insane asshole. Absolutely not.
It's insane.
What about the kid?
What are we doing?
We're killing a bunch of people.
Yep.
We're forcing one protection racket out with a different one.
Yep.
By killing everybody involved.
Yeah, someone got tired of paying Zhang Xiao's ridiculous prices, so they hired my much more reasonable prices to just obliterate them.
It's domestic labor. It's not imported.
Oh, you want to get rid of your subscription? Well, you'll have to pay Kenny's one-time fee.
Don't worry. My rates are reasonable. My violence is not.
Oh, his slogan. I gotta remember that. Holy
Somebody
shit.
throw that in quotes.
Yeah.
My prices are reasonable.
Yeah, I'll go help murder a bunch of people.
Alright. Suyun, do you go help to murder a bunch of people in
Oh
the
no, I
Zonzo
can't
shield?
be seen there. I can't be seen there.
Dude, pulling up to his own gig with the fucking Spider-Man pointing meme.
You're like, wait.
Sorry.
Seline
Budget cuts.
No.
and Nari.
So here's the thing. I imagine something like this, very driven and very passionate. This is very
X-videos.
newsworthy.
Oh, true.
You know, this is something that is.
Oh yeah, a neighborhood underfoot of a triad-led corporation seeks outside help to remove their criminal element.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you spell it.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure, they
And
would
you know,
love to
she
hear that
has to
headline.
get live footage in order to get the full story. So I think she's going.
Yeah. And then you're gonna get a cease and desist.
Yeah.
You're
You're going to get copyright
Which is the
strikes.
dude is coming over and
Don't worry. Like it's kind of like when the footage is happening, like the faces are kind of like blurred out, so you can't see it.
Suyun
Well,
just
like,
walks
that the
over
pe-
and is like, "Can you take down that video?"
please. Please.
No.
Mayhaps.
Okay, so I want to make sure I understand that. As the guy leading it, am I getting one with both of them then?
Yes.
Okay. So another one with the kid and another one with Nari, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it'd be 2.
Yeah, that's a two with kid and with Nari actually.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
Wow, the person who enjoys you murdering people and the person who also enjoys you murdering people. That's crazy.
No. It makes some good footage, and I love it.
Yeah, I get it, bro. It's content. Those people still
Content.
died.
He provides more opportunities for more bones.
They're not as, maybe not as in great shape as they used to be.
Nobody said they had to be whole. If they're better if they are. But
They had to be whole.
The kid, you just go over to the kids, like, their Hoard, and she's like, "This is a pig skull. It's a collector's edition."
1986.
This
Great
one
year.
isn't a skull, it's just a rock, but it looks like a skull.
Oh god, I just picture her drinking like Sunny D out of a skull.
excuse me, I drink Epi juice.
Happy juice out of a skull.
But it's just a gif of her pouring it on her mask and not drinking it at all. Alright, Seline, I believe, is all that we have left.
Yeah. I think she'd probably been watching Crux make some crazy new weaponry that she wants her hands on. She thinks there's probably plenty of it to go around if someone will help her.
Nice. All right. Nari, are you gonna help Seline acquire a big weapon?
Listen, all she had to say was acquire big, and it's like, well,
Acquire big.
Acquire big. Acquire big content. That's what I'm hearing.
hell yeah, man! I am here for it.
And
Yeah,
then it
she's
turns
going.
out that she was like, "We're going to acquire big boredom."
Ugh.
And Nari's just sitting in an office chair, like, "Ugh."
Why did I come on this mission? Fuck.
All right, Kenny.
Debating. I'm not sure. I think I'm actually having a hard time deciding.
You want to break into Crux and steal a big gun?
You probably won't get to kill as many people as you usually do, though.
That's true. This might be a sneaky
I would imagine
one.
Celine does not like the very loud jobs.
No,
Yeah,
it is
I'm
a very
going for.
sneaky job.
Okay, if it's a sneaky job, that's not Kenny's forte.
Wait, are you Virgil? Are you playing a sneak again?
No, I'm just playing someone that doesn't want to get caught.
Yeah,
Well,
if you're
less
not
fun.
looking to go loud, you don't want Kenny there, and Kenny doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, she does not want to go loud with this.
Kenny's
Okay.
Kenny goes on the quiet missions in case they get loud.
Yeah, true.
And like, please don't. But I definitely expect you to.
And it's like, do we expect to get shot with a gun today? No. But if I do, would I rather have a bigger gun?
You know what? I think for now I'm gonna say no, but I want to listen to who all else comes and why.
All right, Johnathan.
I want to get a picture of what this is gonna be.
Yeah. If these weapons are strong enough to kill other Carnates, then I'll absolutely join.
Nice. The kid.
No,
All right, and
weapons are
Suyun.
not bones.
I don't fight.
You don't.
Nope.
All right.
Wait, they do chemicals, right?
Yeah.
That's not
I
what
have
you're
to
going
think.
for.
I have to think. I mean, I could look by myself.
We're going
Over
at,
in there.
You
this
can go
specific
solo.
mission is about the weapon.
Okay, he's like, nah, I'm good then. Y'all have fun.
You
Have
know what?
fun. This time it's a
Yeah.
bottle of Jack Daniels.
yeah.
Go ahead, Kenny.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
All right. Then I believe that is it.
What? That's it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because Nari
Only
went.
2
'cause
corpse
content.
survived.
Well, we know what happens when we fuck with Hane's fashion, and I don't think any of us really need to break into a candy company anytime soon.
I thought about that for drugs.
That is not true. Suyun and the Big Sugar Candy Company are going to be in direct opposition.
We are rivals, bro.
Oh.
Fuck you, Willy Wonka. You're done.
Yeah, put your drugs in the candy, dumbass. Do it like a real man.
I'm just imagining
God.
Suyun with like a magazine, like sitting back on a couch and just like flipping through it, and there's just like this splash page for the Big Sugar Candy Company,
So
and it's just
mad.
like this fully like purplish pink with their mascot on it, and it's like a fold out one because it's the future, so they figured out how to make ads more annoying.
Oh my god. He's
And he just, like-
distasteful. He is
He's like-
throwing the magazine.
He like grabs it and like stabs the magazine.
I'm
Like,
glad
stabs the
I can
magazine and
make a
stabs
good
himself in the
rival for
leg.
God.
you.
Just because it's how dystopian goes, I'm just picturing them making it sexy. It's weird.
Uncomfortable advertising is the way of the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how every ad in Cyberpunk, like almost every ad in Cyberpunk is like weird and sexy and like remember they had that there was that whole controversy because one of the ads in some of the ads in Cyberpunk actually feature like a very clearly like trans woman with like a almost visible dick.
Nice.
Remember
Thanks,
What?
Project CD Red. That's the trans
Oh, you
representation
don't remember that?
I want to see in video games.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
I really
I-
thought you were gonna say the new M&M's commercials, and I was gonna be like, "You're so right, King."
Well,
because
you know, green
The M&M's
M&M.
commercials are uncomfortably sexual.
Well, they now have more female M&Ms. So,
Did you? Okay, you guys have seen the fucking new peanut butter ad where they all just like moan in response to questions, right? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever
What?
heard. You have to see this
I
shit, dude.
simultaneously want you to say more and say less at the same time. Like, I want to know more, but I want absolutely no information, please.
Okay, I found the image. I found the image I was talking about. I'm gonna just. It's actually got like 4 of the ads, 4 different ads where they're just great examples of what I'm talking about. These are all in-game ads for fake products in,
Oh yeah,
in the
this
game.
is the sugar place. It feels that bad.
Yeah, see the one on the bottom. See the one on the bottom right. Just take a good look. Take a good look at her.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Only 99 dollars a gallon
Damn.
for real
Jesus.
water.
Dude, I hate this.
Oh my god, where's this M&M? Hello?
I told you, dude. It's so bad.
Like,
Whoever thought of this commercial
Like, what?
needs to lose their job and then,
I-
like never be hired again.
Dude, why are they all doing it too?
What? That
Like, it's just
boy,
so
if you were, boy, if like someone heard you listening to this and didn't see the ad, the assumptions they would make.
For real.
Oh my god.
I am now
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Anyways, that's my point with uncomfortable advertising.
Yeah.
Why?
God.
Whoever came up with this ad needs therapy and Jesus.
They need to
I-
be fired.
God is not gonna help him. They
Ye-
need some
yeah.
fucking brimstone and a good beating.
You know what? It was. You know what? It was Tucker Carlson. I'm just assuming that now. It was Tucker Carlson. His fucking creepy.
He seems like
Fucking
he
ass.
would be into the M&M's people.
Well, like he did that. He went off on that whole tirade
God.
about them making the green one less sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Stupid, sexy M&Ms.
Yeah, he went off he turned it like them like taking like the sexy boots off of the green M&M and turned it into a culture war thing. It's the most retarded thing I've ever.
Yeah.
It's the most retarded brainworm thing I've ever
It's
seen.
so dumb.
Well, good job, guys, not maxing out one of the clocks before we even started playing the game.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
We
Oh,
tried not to.
By the way, I wanted before we finish DM, I want to talk about the backstory and who's hunting me. And it's occurring to me, maybe I don't need to be like keeping this a secret and just saving it. But I guess it's up to people whether or not they want to hear the whole backstory thing.
I am of the mind that we can separate player from character. The player can know things that the character does not.
Okay, then. Yeah, I'm just gonna share it because I've actually had this idea for a long time, and I'm kind of happy with it. I think it's a pretty cool setup. You know, a pretty cool backstory. So, yeah, okay. So, Kenny was born with his kaiju being the castle kaiju. Its entire strategy for life was basically to build an impenetrable castle. Have the Hoard be brought to it by people wanting to hide, to take advantage of the safety of its castles, and then butchering anything that tried to take from it. So growing up, it actually had an influence over him, and it's comparatively pretty passive to other kaiju, and immediately and kind of instinctively instilled kind of a talent and appreciation of architecture and whatnot. So he grew up also under the pressure of maybe his family to become a very talented architect at a very young age, and eventually got a very promising career at Neuschwanstein. That said, like Kenny, like always clashed with like the personality that his kaiju tried to press on him. You know, it's like he drives up in like in a suit and tie and like a luxury car, but if you actually manage to hear like the music playing in its car, it's like punk shit. It's like punk shit he bought from like a no-name band in like a dirty ass punk band in Germany. Yeah, he got the nickname came in when he had one particular customer who I'm gonna need a little help coming up with a name because name for this character, but basically like this kind of like B tier like action movie tough guy who hired Neuschwanstein to build a castle. Kenny was working on it, and he's the type of guy who like not having any actual power like really enjoys throwing his weight around and just would demean Kenny and his fellow construction crew like on the regular until Kenny just snapped. He quietly stepped away, took the keystone from the front door archway. Which if you take that normally, it would immediately fall apart. The keystone is there to keep the archway together. It's the piece in the middle that all the other pieces kind of rest against. Kenny, being who he is, his powers can keep it from the rest of the archway from falling apart. But anyway, yeah, he takes that out, and then nearly beats this man to death with it.
Sounds
Puts
like he
it back.
deserved it.
Yeah, no, that's certainly what Kenny thinks. Nearly beats the man to death with it, and then put it back, so that in a way, and no one else can take that keystone out. He can only take it out because of his abilities. So he will be forced to live in a home where this man will be forced to live in a home where one of the stones used to build it still has some of his blood and maybe a little bit of his skull fragment stuck to it.
That's fun.
That's so idle. I love that.
After immediately he quit. After that, immediately quits the job. Of course, goes kind of vanishes for a little while. Reappears somewhere in Germany, just kind of doing odd jobs for people who want acts of violence committed. And that's why he's called Keystone Kenny.
All right.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Like, I like the idea that whoever's hunting him is hired by this wannabe Hollywood tough guy, and
It's Tom Cruise.
and this guy never got like the police or anybody involved because his entire reputation is being a tough guy, and he got the shit kicked out of him by a fucking architect. So instead of like getting the cops, he's got he's like trying to get like stepping outside the law to handle it.
All right. Seline, I revealed a handout for you in Crux Inc. Since you work there.
Yeah,
you
I saw
know
that.
who the CEO is.
You.
And Cass, you already know.
Yeah, baby.
And then
Flurar, am I supposed to see this graveyard? Do we
Yes.
all see this graveyard?
yes,
Oh wait, is there a graveyard? What?
some of you will know who that is.
Yep.
Damn.
Who is that?
She. was killed by us.
Mm-hmm.
By us?
Yeah, she was
Not
the main
us.
villain in Into the Fray.
Oh wait, that's the
She's
one.
the one who gave
Oh!
Tatiana the Mother of Dragons.
Wait, is that's the one where
okay.
that's the one where we were mages? Is that right?
That's the one where you were the cracked Alpha team.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
That was like that was kind of the short. That was kind of like the one shot thing, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
the Shadow Mage Uranus.
Yeah, I don't remember the details on that at all.
Yeah, we busted into a cave. She did blood magic. We killed her, and then Tiamat woke up, and we were like, "Oh fuck."
You know, I was very disappointed to find out that I would never get to play that character again.
Just so we all know, that will be your first mission. Will be rescuing Tatiana from Cracked.
Oh.
Hey,
And there's the mission objectives for you.
Mama?
Oh Jesus, we're gonna fucking kill all of them.
I mean, I can kill a lot of them.
When you
You're
leave
going to kill
without
all of
harming
them.
anyone, or when you slaughter the
will
lot
say-
of them.
I think Chadwick will pose a pretty good threat against Kenny since his axe can cut through anything.
Maybe. Maybe.
We'll see what happens.
I don't remember my character, but she could draw anything into reality, right? That was her, right?
Yes, but also, currently, high as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is the recording in archives for that game?
Yeah, I
be.
gotta get a reminder of the events of that.
I do not remember anything.
I cannot say audio quality, but it is there.
I'm very excited to see how Craig did.
Oh, we could totally dip without like killing all of them.
Yeah.
We could.
Here's the
Oh.
deal.
We also have Kenny.
Or-
Or, but wait,
Here's-
oh, I guess we technically don't need to kill them to collect their bones.
And
But
this
that's
is why we discussed ultraviolence.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying we don't have to,
Yeah.
pull their spine from their body.
We
Will
don't.
that happen?
Maybe a
Sometimes
little
work
bit.
accidents happen, That's what workers' comp is for.
Mortal Kombat and such.
Yeah.
Speaking as probably the most squeamish person at this table. It's fine, I think.
It's fine.
We'll find out.
I just,
I
you know,
feel like anything
yeah.
gory is just gonna be kind of like yellow for the description, and I will let you know if it's becoming too much.
you're gonna do your thing over there, and I'm gonna be the raid 2 over here.
Kenny's the second phase boss fight. Like, shit, you got through all
Wait.
5 of us. Now get through him.
No, I'm like a secret side boss. You don't have to fight, but if you do, it's a fucking
There's
bastard.
like a skull head on top. Like you should not go that direction. Turn around.
Kenny is Sans.
It
Oh my
says
lord.
dying in one hit. It takes a fucking monumental effort to kill him.
It takes an actual.
Oh, you know what? No, you know what I am? I'm more like what Mr. X from Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my
I like
god,
that.
fucking Mr. X.
and like even more so because there is gonna be nothing stopping me. My claw weapon has reach.
No.
Oh, Flurar, I actually
I can
have
just
a
rip
question
holes in doors and
about
walls.
my breath weapon that I don't remember if we have discussed.
Yes.
For Slurpin' Souls,
Brought to you by Chef Boyardee.
Yes. What about it?
So
I will say when you use your breath weapon, it acts like a normal breath weapon. It deals the damage that it deals. if you are to kill someone with your breath weapon, then you will gain their soul.
Guys, you gotta let me get these finishing moves.
No.
Please.
Hell no.
We'll
Kenny
see.
will literally kill them in one hit. You won't even get the chance.
The tough ones
Please.
might survive.
So here's the thing. In a normal game of the Sprawl, the most armor that you can get is... It's like armor that you can be disarmed of. It's basically the cyberpunk equivalent of a riot shield. And that's 3 armor.
Okay, so Chadwick being in like full plate will have... Okay, so he'll survive the first hit.
But here's the thing. All of the people who worked for Cracked, especially their night division, they all have magical weapons and magical armor.
Okay. He'll survive the first 2 hits.
Let's see. I don't think I would survive.
If you can't take 7 damage and exist after you take 7 damage, which I don't think any of you even have 1 armor,
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think if anybody has armor, it's Kenny.
Let's see. I've got the plating, and then I have the armored jacket. So I think a total of 3 armor.
Take it and
Yeah.
deal it, dude. Holy.
Yeah, the
'Cause
killer is
here-
literally
yeah.
the tank. They're the barbarian.
Yeah. No. Here's the thing. I want to block most of the damage, but I need to take a little bit because I get experience when I take at least 1.
Hit me!
Just get hit by the biggest guy there.
Is it when you take 1 harm, or is it just when you take harm?
It says 1 or more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you do actually have to take harm.
Yeah. Well, let me double check the wording, but yeah, I think that's right.
Because even if you take 0 harm, you still make the harm move.
Okay, yeah, when you suffer 1 or more harm, mark experience.
Okay.
So somebody has to hit you really fucking hard.
Well, they
That's
have to
not
be 3.
entirely true, because even if they are to hit Kenny and deal no damage, then Kenny would still make the harm move. There would still be side effects to being struck.
Well, for his XP gain.
Yes.
Well, that's why I didn't take my heavier armor option. There was one option that gave my jacket armor jacket gives 1, but then there was another one that gave +2. So
Take no damage, deal all damage.
mm-hmm.
The thing about that is once a corpo realizes that Kenny is a problem, they're literally going to find the biggest man that they can to come punch Kenny in the face.
And he'll fucking enjoy it.
Are we done here for the most part?
Yes, if you need to leave, you can. If you want to hang out, you can, because we're finishing super early.
Yeah, my brain is hurting like really bad.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I think
I'm-
I'm asleep early too.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
took 2 naps today. The first one intentionally, the second one very much unintentional. Black.
I
That's that
almost
real
napped
college
in the
kid
car.
reaction.
That was a bad idea.
Do not. Been there, done that. Do not.
Hey,
Yeah,
Pelly,
you know, it was really hard for me to stay awake while driving.
Pelly, do you think that you should probably kill Craig at this point?
Oh yeah.
Goodbye, Craig.